Alrighty, with that, hi everyone. Welcome back for another week of us playing this wonderful game together. Let me double check a couple things to make sure that they're going as intended because we tried some magic when it comes to tech and sometimes you don't know if that works. But seems like everything is going well. Hi everyone, welcome back for episode 121 of Light of Thylea plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I am DM David. These are the wonderful folks who play this wonderful game with me. Thank you all for being here. With that, I am going to be pretty short as far as nerd callouts go. For those of you that missed it, 1D&D has dropped a lot of teaser materials, and it looks like they're going to be dropping a lot more teaser stuff over the next week. Today, they kind of talked about, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't want to say wrong things, but as far as I've said or looked, it's essentially a couple teasers as far as what the PHB is going to look like, what the monster manual is going to look like. Supposedly it's going to be better, whatever that means, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what it's going to be about, and I hope that it's going to be good. But I'm also not going to lie when I say that I'm not as excited as I probably would have been maybe 2 years ago before the OGL stuff happened. And we will not forget. And for those of you that have checked out other systems in the meantime, good for you. Check it out. Paizo is obviously also releasing a lot of remaster stuff, and then second edition Starfinder is dropping also right around the same time towards the end of the year. I'm super excited for that stuff. So, as WotC is drumming up a bunch of support for not 5th edition or 5.5 edition, just as a reminder, there are other systems out there that are really cool. And yes, Clancy, I know. It's the mandatory. There's also GURPS. Alrighty, with that, do y'all have any other nerd news, aside from, of course, Happy Pride Month, everybody, that you guys wanted to share with everyone?
I did see in the Nintendo Direct that there's going to be a new Mario Party. That's pretty fun.
That'll be fun. What's going to be different about it? Is it pretty much the same thing with new graphics?
I didn't watch all of it, but it does seem like the little snippets of the mini games that they showed, it seemed more involved. Like there was actually like obstacle courses and like stuff like that in the mini games. So,
well, that's dope.
And then there's like old maps from old Mario Party that they're bringing in. And it's called Mario Party Jamboree.
Jamboree. I do like the sound of that. That'll be fun. Yeah, I know my partner really enjoys Mario Partner. Mario Partner. It's the new game. Queer inclusive.
That's Luigi.
He
has a name.
Fluid Luigi. That'll be an extra fun time. But yeah, she really enjoys Mario Party, so that'll be awesome. All right, cool. With that, then, anything else? Otherwise, let's get right into it because we've got some shit to work through. That's for sure. All right, with that, previously you all had made your way to the Eurasian docks where we've spent a little minute IRL. As we battled our way past the Eurasian lines towards the docks where a lot of the triremes, the ships of ancient Greek make, were kept, that of course Carpathos, the great granddaddy of Yanis, who wants to use his undead crew to go invade Themis on Darian's behalf as part of the deal that you had made. Many intrigue, twists, and turns led you to this very moment. In this battle, in the first battle of the 3 battles that so far has occurred here, just to get everybody reminded and caught up again, what the hell all has happened in this singular location. First, you fought the troops that were, of course, stationed within the docks themselves. Then you drew the attention of Yala, Titaness of Thunder and daughter of Lutheria, the goddess with whom you had made kind of a deal to have her go bye-bye, not on Thylea anymore, so that she wouldn't interfere anymore. And long story short, she had kept up her bargain. Yala, however, was starting to kind of kick y'all's asses, so you sent a message to your draconic friends to come help out with the situation. At the same time, you also got the attention of the of the gods on your side. Of course, we have Daphne's boyfriend Hephaestus, we have the hunter who is also fighting there, and that all came to a head when we had Argenti, very much fucked up by Yala, cast the wish spell. And he wished to bring Lutheria here. And it was successful. Lutheria showed up and cut the head of the sun goddess right off. Lyra, if this was like an animated show, it's like sucking up the soul as much as possible of the sun goddess. Then Darian and Daphne, towards the end of the fight, were able to cut through the head, through the neckline of the Skyfather, which is going to be the next yum meal for Lyra. But we have Daphne and Hephaestus currently locking eyes with the Vile Trickster and the Hunter as all of you look towards Lutheria and Yala. It seems Lutheria and Yala were fighting on your side, not making any aggressive tendencies towards you, but let's just say that where we pick off is an extremely tense situation. Darian, you pull your chakram back as the blood of the Skyfather drips down upon his dead body. Lyra over there, still holding the fire, trying to suck up the soul for the fates. Hephaestus has lost an arm, has a massive gash, essentially in functionality, has a massive gash on the other shoulder. And you, Daphne, are currently completely blown up with the blessing of the Fire King. As the four of you, with Yanni also there, currently maintaining concentration on a hovering hint of Kentamani, Lutheria flings the blood off of her scythe one more time. Now it is completely clean, a pristine green glow. Yala as well kind of looks upon you, Brissa, getting close once again, and kind of flies backwards. Lutheria also kind of like now hovers there next to her own daughter, and they all look across you. It is at that time that you hear a little bit of a splashing sound as Valis is currently kind of dragging up the completely petrified form of Peter. It's just like, kind of like in his frozen dragon state. She's like, what did I miss? I'll be back. And she starts swimming Peter towards one of the edges there so she can help him out. Argenti, you are weak AF, bruh. As you kind of like have spent a couple of rounds there, like swimming yourself slowly towards one of the docks there. Push yourself back over the edge. As you all are currently frozen in this standoff, you can see that Lutheria is very much still holding her hand, her grasp upon this martial weapon at her side, this very much Reaper scythe of massive proportions. Yala also still holding her father's glaive in her hand, looking at all of you, and as the tension kind of stretches on, what do you all do?
Seeing the state of things, I'm basically standing next to Ferris's corpse, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where I think I remained, yeah?
100%.
I will I gotta double check something.
You see something? Nope, there we go. So for the stream, we have Yanni over there. Pharos was an angel that was slain by Hephaestus, Daphne, and the Vile Trickster. Yanni also helping out. And his body currently lies dead there. You can see where he was definitely brutalized by the others.
So I'm not sure how this would work because Yanni's never actually done this before, but he trying not to draw too much attention to himself, he lays a hand on Ferris's corpse.
Okay.
And mutters kind of quietly, I hope this works.
Actually,
I sacrificed this kill to Hephaestus, Lord of Forge and Flame, so that he may be healed.
okay. Yanni, you put your hands on him. As you incant the words, Hephaestus kind of looks over his shoulder. His eye goes wide as he's just like... And you start seeing fire starting to gather around the corpse as the flames lick up higher and higher, and there's just a flash of magic. The Vile Trickster looks over to you, Yanni, and it's just like, I would have not expected that to happen. Little one, you are ballsy. I like you. As the flames are
Thanks.
higher and higher and higher. You figure this process is going to take a minute as Lutheria kind of catches, you guys doing that sacrifice over there. She seems tense as she goes, so what's now? You still want to kill me, she says towards Hephaestus. And he's just like, you can see him just like his arms bulging, the veins starting to show, his eye just getting more furrowed as he's looking towards her. And he grinds his teeth. He looks over towards you, Daphne. Are you with me?
Oh god. Is there like an insight roll that I can make to read the rest of the room for the party? Besides Darian, because I can't see.
I'll take my helmet off so you can see me. I'll take it off. I'll be like, oh, this seems silly now that the fight's over.
Ooh. I feel. I don't know if you actually want me to make a roll.
If you want to do that for your own sake, I mean, what are you trying to suss out? Like, if you need me to help you out with stuff, then I can definitely do that. Otherwise, that is kind of just like a character decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like everybody's so fucking beat up. I think Daphne's just a little nervous right now.
I don't know. Bristle looks fine.
Don't have a good weapon, so it's stick.
Brissac managed to kill a god with a stick.
With a broken spear.
I just say it.
And there is still a weapon sitting in the hand that's floating on the dock.
That's true.
Oh, I thought you meant like a dismembered hand. Like,
I mean, sort of.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah.
I mean, like a cut off hand.
We don't ask questions about
Yeah,
Yanni's
I don't know.
giant hand.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't last super long, but I guess if I don't know how you want to deal with this, David, but I would probably keep trying to push it towards Brissa.
Okay.
So
Brizzo will speak up, but like, I think at this point it would probably be best for everyone's sake here if you return to where you came from with your daughter, as you said you would a few minutes ago.
As you say that, Lutheria and Yala look at each other. Go ahead and give me a blind persuasion check, please. This will be a multi-skill roll, by the way. Not quite a skill challenge per se, but if multiple persuasions add up to a DC, it will be successful. If it doesn't, it shan't be English. Yes.
All right, roll.
I mean, old English, but English.
That was
yes.
great. That was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I do think that would be the best for all of us here. If you took your leave.
Okay. Yala just looks over towards her mother. Mother, they're weak now. We can have our land back. We can be great again. We can bring him back. And as she says that, Lutheria just shoots her the iciest look. Yala even kind of seems to dwindle underneath the just stare that her mother gives her at that point. Whatever happens here today, we will never bring him back. I know that you were one of his favorites, daughter, but you were nothing more than a plaything for him. Do you understand that? But this is our land. This is grandmother's body. This is our birthright, our legacy. Is it? And there's just kind of like a pause. Hephaestus, meanwhile, kind of like I know that you did a really good job not having to answer the question, Clancy, but I'm going to have to hold you to it as a player at the table.
Damn.
As a player had said
Lit on by that.
Damn.
That's right, damn. I was really hoping I could just
I can't say
skirt on by.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would you answer to good old Heffy?
I think she's like gonna grab his less beat up hand. And just like squeeze it and as softly as she can whisper. Y'all has a point. We have to be careful about this. As she's like kind of checking out, making sure like, is he healing fast enough? Like,
You see the fire is starting to kind of like take around Pharos. The problem is, you are not necessarily a practitioner of clerical powers, Yanni. You are not a druid that taps into the natural ongoings of Thylea's innate primal powers. So, if you want to speed up this process, Yanni, how would you do that with the arcane persuasion that you have?
Yeah, I was looking. I don't have any fire spells prepared. I know that's what Casaria used to do, was burn things. All I have is a fireball, and that seems a little overkill, I should say.
I mean, it does the trick.
It does the trick, but we've also got a bunch of other people right here that I don't want to blow up, including myself. Although, I think I have a spell sculpting type of thing from my subclass.
All right, while you look this
Now
up,
that I think about it.
I mean, honestly, how big could a fireball be? 5, 10 feet?
I would say for the story purpose, for RP purposes, it's not going to be an AOE.
Okay.
I think this is okay. Yeah. So just as an FYI, we can definitely. It's essentially using the resource in a creative way. While this is happening, and you're kind of like trying to do the math on that one, Lyra, the rest of the essence of the sun goddess begins to be absorbed into the Promethean fire, and it glows for a moment as it then. It's almost like a I don't know what they're called in English, but those little water finding sticks that kind of like start pointing in certain directions.
Dowsing rods?
Those ones. It's kind of like almost like one of those rods, kind of like starting to point over towards the Skyfather, and you very much get the sense that the Fates would like you to also harvest the Skyfather. But again, to be clear, Sun Goddess
It's very tense right now.
has been consumed. The hunter flies up towards Hephaestus. And he kind of leans in towards you two. And it's just like, what are we doing? But Lyra, sorry. I took your moment there away. What are you doing?
No, I was okay with it.
Nope, that's okay.
I mean, I guess I'd try and use the awkward staring contest to just make my way over to Sky Daddy.
No. I killed this guy. This also infighting.
As Lyra kind of lands there next to you, Darian, his head is kind of just lolling to the side, mouth open. There's suddenly a dinner plate that it just rolls onto. Dinner's Daddy served. But no, as you guys have his head upon a wooden plank, it's a charcuterie board. What would you guys like to do?
If we're still in the dark, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Everything can see you, except for the
Yeah,
other
no.
crewmates.
Except for the rest of our party. Yeah, so.
Crystal will say, do it, Lyra, quickly.
Darian, if you're going to be queen, this is a thing you have to learn. This is called taking advantage of an opportunity.
You know everyone gets... Just do it.
As you guys are kind of
Everyone else is just staring at each other. I think we might
Kyra
fight.
kind of comes over there and it's just like, what the fuck fuck are you two doing? What is that? How's this working? Where is it going?
There's a lot of questions that I don't know if I have the answers to. And I just slowly start cutting into skydiving.
You have to cut into him?
Lutheria turns towards Hephaestus and Daphne. Yala turns towards you, Briss. As you make a step forward, she just takes her glaive and swings it in your direction, just pointing at you. Not any closer, little queen. Lutheria speaks and addresses Hephaestus. You do realize that it was his powers that let you be in your temples for so long, right? You do realize that that power still lingers, and even though she so crudely uses the tool that he used to bind you all to him, you still remain under the effects of the apotheosis that he had created. Hephaestus kind of furrows his brows. Daphne, Yanni, you guys don't have to make an insight check. You realize that Hephaestus understands the words that Lutheria is speaking, but he's kind of like, he looks over towards you, Yanni, over his shoulder, and you get the sense he's like not really understanding what she's saying there.
We love our four-armed himbo. No, he only has 4. You made the art, Clancy.
6 arms are hard. Just ask the artist of Odyssey.
Also, yeah, can we just feature really quick the wonderful art that Clancy has made?
No, we don't have to do it again.
Throw it back up on stream for
Absolutely.
everybody.
Throw
Throw it
it
back
back
up.
up on stream
Let's
again.
do it
Hey,
again.
everyone,
Oh,
come check this.
no.
Oh,
He just has his
Yum.
last 2 hands behind his back because it's so
Yeah, exactly.
unchallenging.
He's a
Just
jerk.
like,
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
Scott.
He's
Alright.
supervising
Okay.
himself, so he's got the other 2 just behind his back.
He signs out, actually, in the back.
Fancy is amazing. It
Fancy
did
is
such a
amazing.
good job, honestly. How dare you be so good? Screw you.
What are we talking about here? How did?
Did you get distracted by your own art? Listen.
No, I'm trying to move the conversation along. Yanni, I think Hephaestus looked
What are
at
we talking
you.
about again? Okay. Lutheria seems to indicate that Hephaestus and the other gods of the 8 are still under the effect of whatever Pharaohs used to originally make them. During the combat, as a reminder, Pharaohs was able to command a god to let them do something, and the hunter actually struck out against Kyra during that.
Sounds like she's implying that you're still under the sway of whatever allowed him to control you.
But he's dead now. Yanni, by the way, do you channel a fireball into this sacrifice?
Yeah, if there's a way to do that, I don't know if you want like an Arcana check or something to see if I keep from blowing everybody up. I'm fine with
love
that.
Would absolutely love that. We'll say a DC 15. It is not too difficult, but you know,
I-
a little chance of failure.
Can't fail that.
Yes, you can. A natural 1, as per your own lobbying. Pew, 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 pew,
We
pew,
weren't
pew,
we
pew,
weren't
pew,
doing
pew.
that with skills. We were doing that with saves. I mean, I'll roll it. That's fine. But
Still a natural 1.
There you
Mwah,
32.
Mwah, mwah,
Got a 15 on the
32.
die.
Wonderful. Yeah, you very quickly kind of like, because again, magic is just magic, and you know, druids and clerics, they get so up their own butts about what proper magic should look like. The academy has already kind of deciphered how a lot of stuff works. Fire is fire, and you just tie that towards the divine essence of the being that is literally right next to it. You very quickly make some of the adjustments in your head as you kind of fire, like channel the fire into that, and like the gods are like, ooh. Daphne, you can kind of feel the heat for a second as Yanni's just like, his hair is blown back. There's just like red-orange light across his face for a second. As it just channels into the celestial body before him. And then very quickly, the fire goes up. Here's the thing about sacrifices. Sacrifices are certainly made in the name of a god. there are certain supernatural entities and deities that can derive certain benefits. You have seen that most with things like the Fates, right? However, here's an interesting interaction because usually you receive a boon from making a sacrifice, Yanni. As the fire envelops the body and kind of seems to glow, you get the sense that there indeed is something here. As Hephaestus kind of looks towards you, and a little bit of a crooked smile comes across his face. He puts a hand towards you, and for a second, your power and his combine with that of the Celestial whom you just sacrificed. And I would like you to roll me a D100 and add the 32 that you just rolled on your Arcana check.
Okie doke. Yeah, that's a 60.
60.
Total.
Okay. There was...
Because I rolled a 28.
There was an effect I was going to give you if you rolled an 85 or better. But instead, you're still going to get the positive beneficial part of this. From here on out, Yanni, whenever you cast a fire-based spell, you can choose to either have it do the normal amount of fire damage, or it heals instead. So yes, you now have an AoE heal in Fireball with that. As your power with Hephaestus as well as the sacrificed Celestial combine into one.
That's awesome. That's cool. Thanks. I like that.
As you guys all kind of look towards Yanni, he seems to just kind of glow there. There's kind of like this golden red light coming off of him. As Hephaestus is just like, all right, I like this one. Thylea behind all of that is just kind of like clears her throat and goes, so are we good to go? And Hephaestus kind of like gets a grim expression again, turns towards Thylea.
You imprisoned us for thousands of years!
The Vile Trickster's just like, he's right, you know, you really deserve to die for that. The Hunter is just kind of looking down towards his hands. But what if she's right? What if she can control us, like... Looks towards the blackened bones of the corpse of Pharaohs. Lyra's still over there. Is still kind of absorbing on the side there. You see the little gas meter kind of tick, 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 going.
Guys, deities, please, if I may. They, she did a number on my life too. But I've forgiven her because, well, I learned it wasn't really her at the wheel, if you will, or at the reins. Sidon used her as a weapon against a lot of people. She's willing to leave. I suggest you let her. There's been enough loss. Not just here today, but throughout all of Sidon's reign. There's been enough loss. Please just let them go.
The Hunter and the Vile Trickster look to each other for a second. Hephaestus looks to you, Daphne. What is it that you say that will either give advantage or disadvantage to Yanni's plea to the gods?
God. She still holding on to his hand, right? She's gonna look back at them and then at all of us who are pretty beat up. Except like the Trickster God. I think the Trickster God, God is doing great.
Pristine.
Honestly, yeah.
Like actually fixes one of his braids a little bit. It did get undone.
All right. Well, good for him. I would love nothing more than to see her die. But we have to be smart. Right now, this fight is not worth it. I promise you that.
His hand grasps yours even tighter. And there's
Oh.
an intensity in his eye as you say this. Yanni, make me a persuasion check with advantage. Blind as well.
Okay, I am not great at persuasion. I knew that going in, but we'll see what happens. I'm holding out. Let me know if it works.
Okay.
Did it work?
It did not. Roll one more time.
You got it. There we go.
Okay. It is at this time that there is suddenly a loud roar as Pitor suddenly flies forward. You see Kyra kind of get her wings out, flies in the way, and kind of blocks him as Valis also kind of hesitantly more flies after him. The stone is falling off of his wings as he's like kind of hovering there.
Let me at her!
And tries to like it's like a drunken dude who's like trying to get past their mates, trying to get to the other guy to fight them or something like that. It's Daphne, maybe it's a little bit embarrassing. Let's be real about that. It's definitely like frothing at the mouth kind of situation. As Kyra's like, stop it! As Lutheria eyes kind of just flash and Yala levels the glaive down. Valis just kind of hovers there on the side. And Valis and Lutheria's eyes just kind of meet in that moment. Brissa, you are the most in tune with dragons. You have absolutely, well, you've raised one yourself. You have the most extensive historical lore knowledge when it comes to dragon. And you realize that, I mean, these three, not just based on the First War, not just based on the fact that Lutheria and Sidon have worked on the extermination of dragons upon Thylea since they first landed there, but also in a much more personal way killed Pitor and Valos and prevented them from being resurrected, prevented them from being able to influence you all and Thylea from taking the deal with Sidon and everything to do with that. You can see the anger in Pitor is very obvious. In Valis's case, you can see that there are wheels churning inside of her mind. She's trying to suss out what to do as Kyra and Pitor kind of struggle back and forth. You realize in that moment, as a Dragonlord, as someone who has this innate connection with dragons, you might be the only person able to really talk them down. Or fan the flame.
Yeah, I mean, Briss already tried to not fan flame, so she will continue to do that. She will fly up, I guess, towards Pitor, and she will just put a hand on his chest / neck area, in the jet, and she'll be like, "This isn't the fight that we need. We need to conserve our strength and live another day. They are willing to live or to leave, and I think overall we can make a difference in this world. They're gone. We've made huge strides today already, and I think overall it's going to be better, but we need all of you alive."
Pitor kind of pushes away from Kira as he's just hovering up, flying. Go ahead and make me a precision check with advantage, blind, on this one.
I'm still on blind, yes. I think that did it. I have no idea.
Pitor just kind of hovers there. And you see the rage kind of starting to fade from him a little bit. As he's just like...
But it was my legacy. It is what I was supposed to do.
And there's just kind of flames that kind of escape his mouth for a little bit. As he's like...
I was supposed to kill her. She killed me, and I could do nothing. What about me? What about what I was supposed to get?
And Valis kind of just puts a claw on his shoulder. we
get all of Thylea, we can start again. And you get your daughter.
And Valis looks past Lutheria, past Yala, past Brissa, to Daphne.
You get to have a second chance. A third, really. To try to do better.
Kira similarly kind of like flies back a little bit and to the side.
It is true. You could die. This time permanently. I can't lose you again. Please. Brissa's right. Let them go.
All three dragons turn towards you, Brissa, as they just hover there. We switch back over to Lara, who's just like the meter's starting to get full. You can feel like the soul is almost completely consumed. As that happens, Darian, what are you doing in Lyra's proximity as she's sucking up that Skyfather soul?
Darian knows all about sucking the souls out of deities.
No, yeah, that's dragons. That's dragons.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
One of
he
you guys,
was
one
a
of you
god.
Pretend
He
pretend.
was a god.
Yeah. I mean, I think Darian's like kind of protecting Lyra, trying to block her from view, but also like she doesn't really have a leg to stand on because she's going to get her revenge, hopefully. So who is she to deny other people their revenge? So she's kind of like, I can't make an argument for them to leave Lutheria alone other than to save her own skin, really.
Okay. You know what? Roll me a D100 really quick for something that I'm curious about.
Blind or public?
Up to you.
55.
You have your back to Lyra, and it's like you guys are touching back to back for a second. Lyra and Darian, I would like both of you to make me an insight check, please, as that happens.
Well,
Checks out. Lyra, as you kind of like suck that soul up and kind of like focusing on that, there's not much else going on, and then suddenly there's just once again Desdemona's voice in your mind just going,
That is enough. Let her go.
and you know in your soul of souls, in your heart of hearts, that she means Yala and Lutheria both. And Darian, that's it, Larry. You hear that almost pseudo command, and you kind of just like snap back into the situation. Darian, you in that momentary connection feel a resonance that you felt before, but it's hard for you to place, but you definitely get the emotions in that moment. And the emotions that you receive are a sadness intermingled, like a weaved pattern with pride. As you kind of pull back from Lyra's back there, and Lyra, the Skyfather's soul has also been consumed. As you turn around, the glaive turns into 1,000 fate strings and disappears from your hand.
I think even though I wasn't really focused on what was happening, now that priorities have shifted because the Sky Daddy is no longer, I think I would just walk to the end of the dock, even though everyone can see me in the darkness anyways.
To be fair, all that dock is kind of destroyed. I just also
Oh, right, it is broken, isn't it?
You guys just kind of like You could,
Yeah,
you could probably
I'll
take
fly
Yanni's
out
hand
of
and
the
kind of like
darkness.
float it over.
We're like
You
Titanic.
you could fly.
I'll just fly out of the darkness. Yeah.
It's like Titanic. I'm just in the water while Lyra was on the boards. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I
I would swim to Argenti. I'll swim to Argenti.
There's probably space for both of us up there.
I'll look at Lutheria because it seems like everyone except for Argenti, who I don't even know if he's still above water, has been pretty pro not getting into another fight. And I'll just say, if it helps your decision on whether we fight here or not, the fates don't want me to kill you either.
You see her eyebrows just cock up, or like one of them cock up, and even Yala has a little bit of like a derisive look on her face as she goes, I don't care what the fates do or do not want. They have been playing their own game for such a long time, but I respect their choice to not make you fight me, probably for their own best as well.
I mean, it's probably like a they don't need you situation, but I didn't want to put it that way.
She rolls her eyes at you. And then she looks towards Yala as she starts floating towards Argenti, and Yala kind of follows her. Kyra giving her a little bit of a white berth and Yala kind of watching her mother's back. She flows down, her sandals kind of gently touching upon the water as if it's solid, and indeed kind of it freezes out, and there's just a perfect ice shelf that she steps upon. And she like kneels down, gets to like a knee, and kind of like takes your chin and kind of lifts it up with a massive finger. Are you trying to turn your darkness off?
I was. Feels pointless now.
Yeah. It's all good though. As she kind of leans down and looks at you, she pops up your chin, Argenti. You saved my daughter. For this, I thank you. You didn't double-cross me. For this, I respect you. I will grant you a boon, dragon. You will be able to continue to use my sliver, but be forewarned. If you summon me again, I will refuse. And if you offend me, I will turn you to refuse. Are we understood?
I'm just gonna do like a nod, because it probably hurts to speak. Yeah.
She nods back, looks towards her daughter. They both kind of interlock hands. Lutheria looks towards all of you a last time. She looks out over the bay, breathes in, closing her eyes one more time, enjoying the smells, the sounds, the feel of Thylea.
Don't go. Don't go yet. Your daughter, Chelsea. She wanted to go with you.
You can see her looking out, and there's just a flash of green on her third eye. As suddenly, next to her, Chelsea appears. Lightning. You can see she's bloodied. There are hundreds of scrapes and wounds across her, but she's still carrying the crown. It is actually... And you see Lutheria just grab her daughter in a bear hug. With her other arm, she holds out for Yala. She pulls her in tight. And Lutheria looks at you, Darian. And for the first time ever, you all see the Titan of dreams and death cry. The three women hold each other, crying. Shatsia begins to laugh somewhat. Yala seems to still be a bit in the woes of anger, and now the crash of the adrenaline thereafter. As they both float to the sides. And Thylea says, I leave to you my mother's corpse, the prisoner of my father's whims, much like I was to my husband. I leave you with a terrible peace that you will need to craft. I thank you for everything that you have done. For me. For my family.
In Bristol, like, lock eyes with Yala and then, like, look towards the glaive and, like, look back towards Yala's eyes. Like, don't
Make
wanna
me
say
a persuasion
anything,
check with disadvantage.
That's kind of hilarious. She's
but-
like,
is it
Before
blind?
you go,
hey.
If you could just drop it.
you don't need it anymore.
stop it, please.
You can just-
You
Command
rolled a
word
disadvantage.
drop.
Oh, well, you rolled blind. The DC for this one was not insignificant. As Yala kind of looks towards you, her eyebrow cocks open too. She holds the scythe, and she just
Not the scythe, the glaive.
sorry, the glaive, and she just spits as it just lands in the water below. And you get the sense that no. At this point, Yala looks at you all, and you can see still inside of her burns the seething fire of wanting to kill you all for killing her father. Just the same way that the fire is burning in Hephaestus to slay Lutheria. Just the same way that it is burning within Pitor. But in this one moment, everyone is making the decision to not act on that. But the fact that you all were wielding Sidon's glaive seems to have been such an affront to Yala. And then you trying to grab it from her without asking for it seems to have cemented it in her mind that no, this is her father's glaive, and your filthy mortal hands do not deserve it. Lutheria nods and looks up towards the sky as there's a brilliant flash of green light. And the three titans disappear.
Doesn't
I
she
just-
have other kids?
I just want to
You
whisper under my,
interpret that
under my
however you
breath
want.
and just, I want to whisper goodbye. For cinematic reasons. Because I know that's the last time I'm ever going to see her again. So.
Until you wish her back again.
She said she'd turn me to... I forgot the big word she used. But she said something
Refuse.
like, I'll turn you to ash. Refuse. Refuse.
She had a nice wordplay there,
Yeah.
which Yanni pointed out to the vile trickster, but I didn't want to interrupt the flow at the time. to point
He
that
just
out.
rolled his eyes. Whatever.
But he would have looked up and been like, "Nice wordplay."
Was it though? That's a little on the nose, you know. There's suddenly the call of seagulls that once again settles over everything here. And you get the sense that the ships have been secured. And in fact, you hear a cheer and massive horns calling. As Hephaestus kind of floats up a little bit and starts turning towards Eurasia, his eye kind of opens up wider. What did they do? Trickster, if you are going to tell me what to do, I have to say I'm not going to... Just fucking... Would you please? And Trickster goes, fine. Disappears from view.
So, Heffy, elephant in the room. There's still 2 other gods out there, right? Do we know where they are?
Yeah, where is the Moon Maiden? Is she okay?
Where's the Ghost
She-
Lord?
She's
Oh, the Ghost Lord
protecting.
too. Fish Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 other gods. I always forget about the Fish Queen. She seems like she doesn't want to be involved in anything. So
She was literally here fighting.
I know.
She was helping. She just, yes, she doesn't like to. She never wanted to lean into the pettiness of it all, and I didn't either. But we had different approaches, I suppose. The maiden is in Mitros, protecting the palace. Our palace, not yours. He points towards you, as you kind of fly over to everyone else. Yeah, I don't know what is going to happen there. As they say that, and Kyra kind of gently lays you on the ground there, Argenti, you suddenly feel a racking pain. Your beautiful skin turns ashen.
Oh no!
Massive
no.
black splotches that start to appear all across you.
Oh hell.
Your charisma score becomes a 6.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
As
Wow.
it's like it's almost
At
like
least he's not a charisma-based caster or anything.
Argenti just absolutely just. Not only are you so weak, you suddenly now look like a leper. There's like skin partially peeling off in places. You have like massive bags under your eyes. It's just your hair starts to fall out as you become completely bald, just almost instantaneously, and you look like a horrendous shadow of your former self.
Oh, gross!
That's Moon Maiden, right?
That
As I
seems
get
to
a
be
sense.
the Moon Maiden acting upon retribution for what you did to Pharaohs.
Oh.
Okay.
As Daphne, you shrink down. And Hephaestus just looks out down towards you and is like, we need to find a way to make this last longer. I'll work on things.
Yep.
I'm in place.
What? You don't ever, talk about these things after you fight? You do strike me as the person who definitely talks about that after they fight.
I'm a firm advocate of actions speak louder than words after a fight.
He grabs you, Daphne, and he just kind of says, should we get out of here?
Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. We got so much shit going on.
Let
Hold
them
on.
sort it out. We need to break. Will you come with me?
Yep. No persuasion
And they
roll.
fly through the sky and disappear.
Bye.
The hunter just kind of like crosses his arms and looks up. I want to call him a fool for falling in love and all that stuff, but it is kind of cute. Was that what you're trying? He speaks to you, Lyra.
What?
You're trying to get them to go? Because Hephaestus is a very simple god. You're going to put a challenge in front of him. He's just going to jump on it.
Honestly, it was less Hephaestus and more Daphne needs it. She's still recovering from her goth phase.
The
So.
hunter kind of giggles there. Yeah, I think we all could, huh?
So is nobody concerned about Leper Genti over here? Okay.
I mean, would we even notice from where we're at over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's right next to us.
Oh, I missed that he got
Yeah,
moved
Kyra
over
set
there,
him
so
gently
my bad.
down upon the turret that you guys are standing on.
Where
What happened to you?
I think I'm just probably too busy retching. Like, I just feel it. I imagine it's like a blight that's just like working its way through my body right now. And when everyone starts looking at me, I'm gonna do like my best to just hide myself and cover up. And then when I realize that it's kind of pointless, I'm actually I'm gonna teleport away to my husband.
You're gonna teleport? Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna retreat in
You're
shame.
gonna
and
take
battle.
us with you.
Don't forget that's going to hit you hard with damage.
I know. It's not enough to kill me though, so it's okay. Like meta, it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna teleport wherever I left
Sorry.
Mateo.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna teleport to him. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Man.
Well,
And it's at the lowest level. It's at the lowest level. It's only 7th level, and that's a D8, right, per level.
D10.
It's a D10 per level. So you could
okay.
kill yourself. If you
Well,
roll
you could knock yourself
max
unconscious if you
damage.
roll max
Yeah,
damage.
If you roll
Yeah.
max damage on that.
It's highly unlikely.
And then you
One-
teleport
one
accident.
time.
What way to
and
show
you
it to
could
your
roll
husband?
shitty. Oh no, you could roll kind of shitty.
Why would it be bad to roll shitty? What is happening?
Because
I
I feel like
Teleport
Mateo is a
familiar.
familiar target.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wherever he is.
Probably-
You know.
It's just
Okay.
probably very familiar.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know your
but it's more
bedroom
like
well.
if you have something from that place. It's the place that's more important. But I'll say that you're familiar. All right, go and roll me 7d10, Jason.
Okay. 7, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Show and watch it be max. I'll die. Okay, that's fine. 47.
All right, you take 47 points of damage. Oh my god. Okay, we'll come back around.
He didn't
to,
even roll a single 10.
We'll come back around to Argenti. As Hephaestus and Daphne fly away, Yanni, you watch as suddenly Argenti's like, and then just like humana, teleports away.
Homina.
Yeah, that sounds right. That checks out.
Sorry, I didn't say it in Argenti voice. Humana.
I'm insulted. But you're not wrong.
I got what I needed.
I'll look at Lyra, and I'll say to her, "Are the Fates gonna want any of the other Titans that died?"
They seemed 10. They were pretty chill. They specifically were like, "Don't worry about Lutheria and Yala anymore." So, I mean, she did say that's enough, which makes me think
Yeah.
that maybe they're good for now, at least.
I mean, I want to go back to Mitros, but I also want to check in on Arisha. It did just have a huge battle. I feel like we shouldn't just leave.
Yeah, I mean,
Still kind of controlled by Sidon forces, so like going into Aresia still might not be 100% safe.
This is true. This is true.
So I would.
You're muted, David.
you're muted, David.
Thank you. Just appearing there like he was there the entire time, kind of cleaning under his fingernails with a dagger. Oh, well, actually, it seems like Carpothos had a couple tricks up his own sleeve. With the Titans turning on each other and, well, are you doing some work? Points at the hunter. It appears that they attacked Aresia proper, too. Chalcea ordered the forces to stand down, and they did. Carpathos controls Aresia now.
That does still seem not great, but
Oh no,
City of the Undead.
aren't you, allied with them?
it's like associates, really.
Oh, one of those. I know what you mean. Well, that is your problem. I'm going to get the fuck out. Where's Hephaestus?
He left with Daphne.
Yeah,
Oh,
they flew
come
away.
on! He never gives me a chance. How am I going to get into that molecule if he never even... He disappears.
Yeah, if he's hoping for that, he's setting himself up for disappointment.
He reappears for a second. I heard that! Disappears again.
Okay.
I'll look at the hunter, And I'll say,
Why is there up here?
but there's so many abs. Is there any way you could help us figure out where the Moon Maiden and the Ghost Lord were in all of this?
The maiden is home. The ghost, I don't know. I know that he rules over the underworld now, but that's about it.
Would you be able to talk to the Moon Maiden? I mean, her boss is dead. There's no reason why she can't be on our side now.
Then I would owe her a favor, and the favor she requests.
Just kill her.
are very- He kind of points at you. No. No. Did we not learn a lesson here? Can we just stop killing for a bit? Just for a day, a week.
Would you see if she's willing to talk to us? Parlay.
I'll try to set something up. I'll owe her a favor, and that probably means that they will have to date her for a while, and that's going to be a whole fucking situation that I didn't want to get back into, but she's been insistent, and I guess I'll do it for you, but oh, man.
Yeah, that seems like a... Yeah. Have you ever considered...
I elbow
You know
Lyra.
what?
No.
Fine.
He just kind of looks at you. What do you mean?
Like, can you... Like, aesthetic. What if you had some little horns?
He kind of looks up like he's thinking, and then you can see antlers kind of growing, like he's like a 16-point buck.
Yeah, he is.
Sure.
Okay, so are we gonna go back to Mitros? Is that where we want to go?
Are you okay, Darian?
I mean-
Your heart rate seems to be... Your heart is beating inside of your chest incredibly quickly.
Just unlock something in me. It's fine.
Uh-oh, did Tyler
Just look at
persuade
Tyrion
Elena
with a
to
knowing
a certain
glance.
subgenre of people?
One of us. And the us is just me.
I think we need to get back to the city.
To
We need to
Helios.
regroup. Yes. And also fill everybody in on what happened. We have been gone for a day, and a lot has happened.
That's true. We're all also really hurt.
As you say this, Valis and Kyra would both work together to essentially heal you guys for a fuck ton. And that is a metric term of HP.
So a metric fuck ton.
Metric fuck ton.
Okay. I never
They
remember
keep
if a metric
pumping
ton-
healing into
bigger
Briss.
than-
Like, what is going on? It's like a bottomless well. We can never... There's just so much... How are you so... There's just... How do we heal you? It's just impossible.
You can tell Briss is just like angry right now, and she just wants to like punch things because she just lost her weapon that she worked hard for.
Oh,
She-
right.
Briss, like if you like look at her, she's just like waiting to leave, and she's like done with this entire day and just wants to leave.
Let's go
immediately.
get drunk. Let's go really drunk.
David, real quick,
Mhm.
can I, like, because we're like on top of the little turret of the dock right now, right?
Mhm.
Can I fly down to the lower level and just put my hand against the wall and cast Demiplane real quick?
Sure.
And I just want to open up the Demiplane that has the fire in it.
Sure thing. You do that. You go into the demi-plane, and you see the pedestal, you see the little lockbox sitting atop it.
Yeah. Can I just double check that real quick?
You kind of walk over there, open the box up, and there's nothing inside of it.
Not really a lot of give in this give and take situation.
As you say that, suddenly Desdemona is. You hear her heels first coming into the room. As you turn around, you already know that it is her. As she says, Is there something that you're complaining about?
Can't be mad at me for being factually correct.
That seems to be a subjective opinion. But I understand the sentiment that you're expressing.
I was just gonna give it to Ursa anyways. She lost her other one. Yala just took it. And she's pretty mad about that, so...
I get that. I mean, you also have a god and his slam piece that could maybe create more things for her. What do you think?
Well... They're official, so she's not just a slam piece. First off. And I knew that, but that takes time. And this... faster. So... I was just trying to alleviate the tension momentarily.
I don't think that is
Like a band-aid.
This weapon is incredibly powerful, and I don't want it in the wrong hands. But I do agree with you that you deserve a reward for what you have done today. You put us so much closer towards a better future. And I want to be giving.
Well, please don't give me a weapon. I cannot use them. I don't know how they work.
Fair. Let's keep it simple. What is it that you desire?
That's also a really loaded question. Wait, I don't... I mean, there's one thing I really want, but there's other things we have to get before we get there. But we've already had that conversation.
Remind me, what is it that you desire, that you're dancing around so much?
Well, we have to go kill Moxena so we can get the ambrosia from her, and then we have to kill Yanni's grandfather? I still don't know. Yeah, because he turned the Caduceus into a weapon. I mean, I guess it was already a weapon, but he put a blade on it because he's edgy, I guess. So we need
I
that.
see what you did there. Your training with Kyra is finally paying off, I see.
Yeah, did you see me do the Bardic thing?
It was
That was
cute.
new. So like those are on the list, but that's the
Sure.
there's work. We got an immediate thing. I mean, I have a lot of cool spells. You guys have given me a lot of spells. So I don't know what you could do to make that better. More spells, but I don't know how that would work.
It could work as a boon. We have seen 1,000 futures for our world. We have seen 1,000 yous struggling across 1,000 timelines. But this is the one that we care the most about. The one that we have worked on the most. As she kind of like paces through the room, and all her trinkets kind of jiggle against one another. It echoes within the demi-plane. She goes, but there are 1,000 different storylines. 1,000 different outcomes, opportunities, deaths, and glories. Across those thousands and thousands of opportunities, we might be able to gift you an outcome that you most desire.
I'm like really hurt. So if you're expecting me to put the pieces together, I can't right now.
She rolls her eyes, laughs as she plays with one of the danglies off of her horns. The power that Thylea gifted to Argenti could be a similar form of power that we can gift to you, Lyra. If it is within the realm of possibilities, of the manifold strands that time creates and its manifold opportunities, the twists and turns, a left turn when a right would have made someone rich, the right turn when the left would have made someone a mother. If it is within possibility, we may be able to grant it to you. Is that something that you would find to be favorable of a gift?
It doesn't sound bad.
She has sat down on the pedestal, kind of pushing the lockbox, by the way, out of the side, as it kind of lands there. As you say that, she kind of gets up from that and tuts you. Lyra, you need to become more confident in yourself. You are the harbinger of fate.
Okay.
Confidence, certainty, a better future. Is that not what you want?
Yeah, that does seem like the end goal.
Good. Keep doing what you're doing. But while we have you here, and we have the time, what is it that you want, Lyra? Because we know what we want and what we will make happen. But what is it that you want so that we can string it into the tapestry of the goal?
Gosh, there's like a whole list. I on it. Can I have like a day?
She puts her hands together, and as she pulls it apart, the strands knit themselves together into an hourglass that begins to fall. As she hands it over towards you. It's big. It's like the size of your fucking torso. She just hands it over towards you.
I just set it where the lockbox was. This is its new home now.
It like rolls down. The sand itself is black. You can see the pillars on the side are all made out of white ivory. The glass itself seems to have kind of a little bit of a reddish tint to it.
Is there like a restriction? Is there like a don't ask for more wishes kind of deal?
Confidence. And as you kind of blink, Desdemona is gone. Suddenly, there's a flash of arcane magic as completely leprous-looking Argenti just teleports into the palace of Mitros, where Matteo had been put. Matteo currently is at his writing desk, kind of taking notes on the things, as he's just like, what? Like, you know, after like he gets startled by something that suddenly just happened. He's like, what the fuck? Argenti! And he kind of just kicks over all of his scrolls as the ink kind of goes splotching upon the marble below, and he just runs over as you're just like, and you see it's like skin hanging upon bones. gray,
Fetch.
black splotches as Mateo just kind of
Yeah.
drops to his knees and holds you tenderly, puts his hand in the back of your skull and just like, what happened? Did you make another wish? Argenti? No.
Oh no, like I don't want him to touch me. So like if he started to come at me, I would say stop. Get a healer. Go find a cleric of some kind immediately.
A con check to see if you can even get the words out.
20.
It is pure determination and will force that with your lungs seemingly failing, your skin just revolting yourself, you just burst out those words as Mateo just kind of goes back from you. It's like, he looks at you for a long moment. How did you tell him to get a healer? What kind of intonation did you use?
Like demanding, like, oh yeah, like very like, we're the only thing that's getting me through at the moment is like my draconic, like, I don't know, like attitude, just like an aura of dragonness. Because like I feel like being a human is very like weak. So yeah, we're demanding like a dragon, like, get me help.
He looks at you differently. And it's like in a moment where you had a fight with a partner, where you know that you hurt them, but you're so mad and otherwise emotionally charged and don't have the capability to maybe disengage and regulate. You see that hurt. As he just stands up, brushes off his robes, looks at you, and he's looking down upon you in this moment. And there's maybe also this, the hurt that you're already feeling is now mixing in with the hurt of your husband looking down at you in this form, and how ugly and despicable you must look to him, or at least your mind tells you that. And he just walks away without saying a word.
Okay. It doesn't really make for like good RP, but I think I will just collapse. Like, it's like probably walking on sticks, like, and you're also walking on coals at the same time. So yeah, I think he would just collapse, and he believes he is going to die if Mateo does not bring back help. He is going to die. Like, he feels like he's dying. And yeah, I think he'll have like, probably like his life is like flashing before his eyes. He's like, it's almost as if he's actively dying. He's thinking about his kids, and he's probably whimpering, and he's probably groaning and moaning and like trying to rip his clothes off because the clothes hurt his skin. Like, he's like just pathetic. He's like a worm right now. Yeah.
Darian and Yanni and Brissa. For a moment, it's just you three upon there, as you still see the rest of Ferris's body. The suit of armor that is left behind with the burnt-out casket, and a shield within that. There's a helm as well, but that one got absolutely wrecked in the battle. But yeah, as the three of you are there, what would you like to do? Valis and Kyra are also at the ready.
I mean,
Probably rifled through his pockets.
yeah.
It's burned pockets.
Yeah, his pocket, there's nothing in there. The armor and the shield seem to have survived just because they are magical in nature.
You find 2 gold in his pocket, and you wonder, what could a god have
Is
used
there,
for gold?
if I look over across the way, is there anything left of the Sky Daddy after we sacrificed him?
Mhm.
I'll probably ask one of the big people, dragon or hunter, to bring me over to go through his stuff as well.
All right, I'm sending you a message, Elena. Give me 1 second.
There's also the one in the water as well.
Do you want to go get that one, Brissa? Alex?
Brissa is just upset and just waiting. But she will mention it to you guys that like we should grab the one in the water as well and grab anything off of them.
Hey, Brissa, I've never seen armor like this anywhere but on this guy. Do you know anything about it?
No, but definitely could probably use it because I don't use armor anymore.
Fair enough.
You fly down, and the hunter kind of sets you down as you see the bodies kind of floating there. Neither the sun goddess nor the sky father had equipment on them. It seems like, yeah, there was stuff to like cover their junk and the like, but there's no lootable extra magical items. It seems like they just mostly relied on their godly power to create whatever they needed to make an attack with.
Okay. There's nothing we can do to like burn up the bodies or anything.
They're not going to be coming back. Their sparks are gone, so I think we can go back to Mitros if Yanni can get us there.
Yeah, I
I
just...
can get us there.
I mean, I know we weren't friendly with them, but they don't deserve to just sit here and rot. Either one of you dragons have fire breath?
They both kind of just look at each other with a smirk and nod.
Okay. Do you think you could get rid of these two?
They nod. They take the bodies, fly them over the edge, and actually like tear a couple of the trees down and kind of just like very easily de-branch them and build like a couple funeral pyres for both of the gods, and then light them on fire as Kyra, maybe before even would have asked, like in her normal humanoid form. Is there anything that you would want to say? You helped kill a god today. Darian. Brissa.
Let's just say, I hope you finally found peace. That's it.
The fire stoke as the two funeral pyres burn. Darian, make me a perception check. Flickering in the flame, you see a blue light. And this is in the Sky Father's pyre.
I see a blue light.
Mm-hmm. Like it's almost like part of the flame is kind of flickering blue. The others don't seem to notice this or react to it. They're just solemnly kind of looking at the fire.
Does it look like it's like it looks like it's inside the fire?
Mm-hmm.
I'll step closer to that where the light is. And I don't know if I want to reach out and touch it. I'll reach for it.
You reach for the flame as you hear the others behind you go, "What the fuck?" As you do, suddenly the fire kind of blinds you for a second and then completely recedes. You find yourself floating in a sea of stars. You look down upon what seems to be a globe of blue and green and white clouds floating, and you have this heartbeat of a moment where you realize that you are not upon the world in this moment, but above it. And with her arms crossed, looking down upon this world, you see a severe, vaguely elvish-looking titaness, a tight, silvery braid running down her back.
Long time no see, huh?
She just does those anime like side glance and then looks back down upon the world, and a little bit of a smile curls up.
Well, clearly you wanted to talk to me, and I'm here.
I like you, she just says, looking over towards you and then back down towards the world. And I like your people. I always have. Sidon, my father, was threatened by women, and I now understand why.
We are kind of badass, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Can I ask you
You know-
something, Darian?
Of course.
My mother wants us to turn our backs on Thylea forever. Chelsea, though she's supposed to be the smart one, agrees, and both of them want to just fly off into the stars and live as if we are mortals, hiding our true identities. But I don't know if I can live that way, Darian. I am a goddess. I am a titan. I am the granddaughter of Thylea. I am a warrior. I belong here. Not now. But maybe one day. Do you think that that is unwise?
I don't think it's ever wrong to want to come home. And at the end of the day, Thylea is your home. I don't think it's a bad idea to, go and explore for a bit and experience life not being a god. So, when you do finally come home, you won't take it for granted.
So you're saying there is a chance? She smiles at you.
Saying, I could never imagine leaving Thylea. So, I would never want to put that on somebody else.
You have not been blessed like the others down there. I see the fate strings between them all, but you seem to be untouched. I like that. I would like to bless you. A boon, if you will. This is non-conditional, but I would like to ask for a favor if it comes to that. Again, you have fought valiantly. You are a woman of power, and I would like you to lead your people the way that you have lived. I want to see more of that in this world. Men have ruled this world for too long. Suppressed us for too long.
I would not only be grateful, but I would be honored if you wished to bless me.
She puts a hand out, her fingers brushing against the side of your skin and her thumb touching your forehead. and there's suddenly a flash of light. And the thousands of years that she has also lived now of warrior prowess and ability in combat suddenly flash into your mind as you feel your abilities as a warrior elevated. She pulls back as she says, "This is not just a boon for you, but for all the women that will be born of your bloodline forevermore."
Thank you.
No. I appreciate the sentiment, but you deserve this. Thank yourself.
You're right. I do deserve this. And my people deserve this.
She nods. And as far as the favor goes, perhaps when all things are settled, and all things are done, and you might even be an older woman, with dozens of grandchildren running around you, perhaps lay the ground, the path, build the foundation for the return of the Titan of Thunder. Perhaps, if you see it fit, spark the worship of me again, reborn, reformed. Chalcia, in her wisdom, might be right that I should take some time to work on myself and figure some things out, and I will do that, I guess, so that I might be a better god. But I will never forget you. I will never give up my word.
I hope we do get to meet again.
We will. I'll always be watching you, Darian, Queen of Themis.
Okay. Can I just also say, you're very attractive. Just had to throw it out there. Just
She kind of smiles. She crosses her arms. I mean,
yes. Okay.
She looks over to the side, and you can see that she's looking at a constellation that seems to be like a crown, but there are 3 stars that seem to shine extremely bright. One in the middle top, 2 in the bottom, kind of, and then there's like other stars that kind of seem to also form it, but it seems like a constellation of a crown. And 2 of them kind of spark bright as Yala just goes, "I suppose we don't have to go immediately."
You know, you're right. Everybody else decided to fuck off to God knows where, so
You don't have to fuck
I
off to
don't-
God knows where. You just have to fuck a god. And she just
That's-
flings herself at you as you fly into the stars.
Oh my
And
god,
that-
Gale! I'm just kidding.
We're going to take
Like a Gale
a
scream.
quick break. See you guys here shortly. And with that, we are back. Well, before the break, our group got into a tense situation with a couple gods and was able to talk them down. You have assured peace with Thylea, Chelsea, and Yala. And as the three of them fucked off, Darian got one more for the road with Yala. Argenti managed to get back to Mitros, but there'll be some stuff to unpack in that marriage. Lyra has 24 hours to decide what the fuck she wants from the Fates. And we're going to flash forward a little bit. Did you guys want to swing by Aresia to speak with Carpathos? Otherwise, do you guys just want to bamf back to Mitros? What would you guys like to do? Maybe go to the tower? Healers has it nice and set up for you guys.
I can only go places I know the circles for right now because I only have a 6th level spell slot. So.
Mitros it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward to the morning of the next day. You guys took time to bind your wounds. Everybody gets a long rest in. As I'll turn it to you all. What are you all doing as you know the fleet is being prepared in Aresia? Carpathos troops are boarding them and making ready to go to Themis. There is a standing invitation to, travel to Aresia and discuss details during the 2 weeks it's going to take the troops to arrive at Themis, but you will have some time before the Trirems are going to make landfall, and ultimately try to defeat Moxena's troops, which will give you all heroes some time to work on whatever you might want to.
Daphne's gonna try to vouch for Argenti when it comes to the Moon Maiden, because he's not looking so hot. And also try to make a new weapon for Brissa. One that's not holding a demon soul in it, I guess.
Yeah, the weapon that was left behind, by the way, you would have easily identified, was a magically enhanced, a +3 adamantine glaive. Nothing to shake your stick at, but certainly no Sidon's glaive.
We can enchant it, make it better. Sure. We have the technology.
We can make it better.
What do you have in mind?
I feel like Brissa still needs a weapon that is equally cool, or cool in some extent. I don't know if Daphne necessarily knows of Brissa, like what exactly she liked about it, if it was more of the resemblance of defeating Sidon, or if it was the lightning.
Brissa.
So she might try to.
You're currently in the back rooms by the throne room, as Acastus has been just like trying to love bomb you and trying to like, what's going on, my love? What are you? You seem like you have. Are you? And you kind of like knock on the door, Daphne, as you walk in, and Acastus just kind of gives you a look, stands up, and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, just like, please make her happy again, and kind of walks out of the room. Brissa currently
Normally
there.
that's your job.
Yeah, what does Brissa look like as Daphne walks in?
I think Biz is just trying to just do what she can for her people, and like that's what she's just focused on.
Yeah, there are
not
plans
really
for reconstruction currently on the table. A bunch of blueprints kind of drawn up for the new places, for people to kind of like have new housing, new infrastructure for public baths, and a couple new hospitals in place as well. So you can definitely see that Brissa seems to have kind of just thrown herself into the work in Mitros.
Like awkwardly go up to the table. So, how are you doing?
I hate construction workers sometimes, and I want to throw them over the fence. But it is we are getting things done slowly but surely.
Okay. Now, how are you doing?
That is what I just said.
You talked about Mitros. talked about the city. How are you holding up, though, besides wanting to throw constructors?
Brissa will look down at the plans, and she will completely ignore the question because she does not want to answer said question. Yeah, she'll just ignore the question and just continue like drawing, like doing like planning and everything like that. Just blatantly ignoring it because she doesn't want to, answer because she just lost her daughter and then she lost the thing that she could use to take her revenge with it, and so yeah, she is not in a happy place. So she will ignore it completely.
Do you want to spar again?
No, it is fine. I just would rather not think. It
Well-
is easier to just not think about things.
Unfortunately, I've heard queens need to do an awful lot of thinking.
I can think about my people, and that is what I think about.
And what are your people going to do when you die?
Well, hopefully I will have raised my family that they are good enough to take the throne, or that there's someone else there that can do that. But
So that's just it. You're done? Throwing in the towel, hoping
I mean,
somebody else will pick up the pieces?
I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
Good. That is headway. Glad to hear about that then. I have an idea for how to prevent you from dying, if you're wanting to think just a bit. Daphne is trying to piss her off a little bit.
What is your idea?
I could make you a new weapon. Got some pretty decent materials, and none of it is demon related this time around.
That would be an improvement over the last one. It would be.
Yeah, I know. I set the bar kind of low there, but I know I can do better. And with Hephaestus, I think I can make something damn good if you'd let me. But you have to tell me what you want, because I don't think I can make Sidon's glaive exactly again. But maybe you don't really want that. Maybe there's something that we can make for you that resembles, everything that you've gone through and are fighting for.
Oh no, I really loved that glaive. I will admit it let me fly. It hit really hard, and it looked amazing. So
Okay. Flies, hits hard, looks cool. All right.
with
I mean, we could
that is
see
pretty much
about
it. Yes.
some sort of enchantment, kind of like with my hammer. I could work on something else, I guess.
You don't have to spend your time doing that. I have Pharaoh's glaive that I can use in the interim, and we do only have 2 weeks as well, so it's not a long time. So I don't want you to waste your time when you could be spending it with your 6th hand. Boyfriend. I don't know what the status of you guys are. Boyfriend.
Were you out there? He kind of just burst into the room and announced that we were boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah.
I don't know if it evolved since then, right? I mean,
No, we're good. We're good. 500 would be.
I
That
meant evolved,
also-
like, he popped a ring on it or something already.
No, that is way too soon. Way too soon. I have learned my lesson the first time around. We're gonna wait. Also, to that note, though, he does have 6 hands, and he's literally the god of the forge. So he can get things done a little bit faster than your average person. Brissa, part of what I think I bring to the team is better armor and better weapons.
I
This
think
is
you bring
me
a lot
looking
more
out
than
for the
that.
team.
You should be confident in yourself. It's you're more than just a tool. You know, you're you. You know, not that.
Appreciate it. And you're more than just your weapon.
That one is.
I-
It is fair. I am my city, I guess.
You
that's
are
where-
yourself. Before you had a city. I heard so many stories about you and the rest of the group. I really had a lot of hope when it came to all of you. I still do, but Brissa, you're way more than queen, than somebody that can wield a powerful weapon. I don't know what this is, but let me help. Let me help how I can. Get you back. Get you back to the stubborn, bloodthirsty Brissa I know. Maybe not with a demonic influence, but
she'll just nod, and then I think she doesn't want to talk about anything, so she will continue to go back to her work, and that's what she will be doing.
we are gonna get her back.
I think at that point she just like breaks the table and then leaves the room.
I really thought she would have thrown a punch at me at least. Daphne will like take a scrap paper and write down just like what the requirements are. Fly, looks good.
Yeah, fly and
Hurts.
fly.
Yeah, fly and fly.
Fly and fly.
She'll leave, I guess. That was.
On your way out, Daphne, you are actually interrupted by a familiar NPC. She walks down the hallway on all fours, her golden scales shimmering across the hallway as Sila comes up towards you.
Hey, Auntie? I still don't know what to call you.
I guess Daphne, I know, but
Yeah, can we just keep it to names, first names right now?
sure.
Maybe not add titles.
You're just the closest thing to family that I have. And Mama is a little... I don't know.
Yeah. She's
Losing
going
that
through a
grave
lot,
was
you know.
really hard on her.
She's going through a lot.
But like her, I feel like I'm not doing enough, so I need to do more. So I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
First, can you promise me that you're not going to tell Papa or Mama? Please. Promise me.
Her little draconic eyes are big. Puppy dogs.
The big, cute little eyes. Look, normally I don't condone children asking for secrets to be kept from their parents. But as long as it's nothing dangerous, yes, I will keep the secret.
All right, thank you.
She kind of reaches over and you can see the saddle that she has like as like a little pouch, and she kind of looks around. Let's go into the room, and she kind of like wiggles into the room where you guys had just kind of like left, or maybe one of the other side rooms. As you kind of get in there, she closes the door, kind of looks around. She reaches into a little side pouch on the saddle and pulls it out what looks like a potion. A little swirling, kind of like deep purple and blue with like silvery metallic, kind of almost like glitter, kind of swirling inside of it as she sets it onto the table. You can
What's that?
You can tell that she's a little trepidatious about it.
I stole it from Papa's reserve. Like his hidden secret reserve he thinks nobody knows about. It is the potion that made Icarus get older faster. And I know that I'm not good enough for Mama. I know that I'm not big enough.
Don't be ridiculous.
I know, no, it's true. I know that I could be better, and if I was better, she would love me more.
Ooh, these are fighting words.
I mean, that is how parenting works.
So, I'm scared, but I think it is what I need to do. I need to grow up faster, I need to be bigger sooner, and then we can destroy Moxena and the Medusas together, and I can roar like Valus and like Kyra, and then I can be finally of more help. I was just so little and so weak, and all I could do was fight those ballistas, and I couldn't fly fast enough. Like, she didn't even want to fly with me, you know. She just wanted that glaive and then fly by herself.
Daphne will pull her into a hug. First of all, no mother should ever make you feel like you need to grow up or get stronger.
Mama didn't do that. It's me. I'm just not good enough. She never said anything like that. It's just I know I'm not strong enough. I know I'm not big enough. I know I'm not old enough. I need to be better sooner, faster.
And she's just crying on your shoulder now.
Oh no. Just hold her there for a bit. Let her cry it out some. I am weary of you taking this potion. And I think this is something you really need to talk to Brissa about. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to your mama, you really should talk to Augustus. Maybe talk to Icarus.
Well, Icarus is kind of stupid.
And I'm not gonna lie, I wonder if that has something to do with that. And she'll point to the potion.
I guess you would just expect a big dragon to know more, but that's probably the problem. I could grow into it, you know? It would be kind of weird being so big suddenly, but I could manage, I could learn. And then if I just do it now, then I'll have a couple of weeks until the boats are off, and then we burn them down together, Mama and I.
We don't want to burn it completely down.
Oh.
Remember.
But I mean, you know, just the parts that are Moxena's parts, you know, we just burn all of that down, and everything else we kind of leave standing. But if any of them are against Mama, then we burn them down too. Yeah.
Well, okay, well. Tyler, you are incredible. And in some ways, I almost envy you. I feel like now you have more of a connection to our family than I do.
No, I don't. I try to learn more about Papa, and, you know, until you guys were gone, he's just so busy working with Yanni all the time, and the Godspell stuff, and then he and Darian were making eggs so much. All the time I could come
When
and
adults
just...
get really stressed, there's I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I get it, I guess. We dragons work differently, though. I don't know. I think Helios has just been a human for too long. I don't know.
Have you talked to Valos?
I have.
Have you talked to her about this?
Fuck no.
Vanity, young lady.
I'm sorry, but it's just Valis is just. I know what she's going to say. She's like, "Oh, don't take it. You're going to ruin yourself. Blah blah blah. Do the right thing. Blah blah." I love Auntie Valos, but she is so boring. I like talking to Kyra about things, but I mean, she probably would say no to. This is why I came to you, because you have embraced the darkness in you. Everybody has said it. And her eyes get very serious. They're very thin slits now. I saw what you did to the Amazon and the fire.
You saw that?
She just holds your stare.
I did.
Then why would you want to be anything like me?
Because you're amazing. You're like Mama, you're strong. And Mama was willing to face down a god. She told Moxena to go fuck herself when she threatened her daughter. I want to be strong like both of you.
You should be strong like her. Because what I did, I only did for myself. There is not much strength in that. There are many sacrifices required for war. And what we're facing is likely on the same level as the first war, it feels like sometimes.
And guess what they did to all the little dragons? And guess what Moxena did with all the dragons, the grown ones? She took them all. I'm not stupid. I've heard you all talking in the side halls and when I was allowed in. I know what the advisors are saying, that they are brainwashing the dragons and they're going to use them against us. And I'm too little. What am I going to be able to do? I'm not good enough for Mama. I'm not good enough for Mitros. I'm not good enough for the war. I need to be better. Do you see why I want to do that? Do you? Do you understand?
I do. But I worry it's going to change you and hurt you. And you are so bright and sweet and sharp. And I worry.
She shows you her teeth.
Yeah. If you drink that potion, will you be dumb like Icarus? And does that give hold to Moxena? Because I don't know if we have necessarily found out exactly how she was able to control all the dragons.
So
I
you think I
have.
shouldn't take it?
I don't think you should. I think, though, my opinion doesn't matter as much as Briss's. You two are bound to each other still. At the end of the day, you two need to be on the same page.
Make me a persuasion check, Daphne.
Oh, God. Do you want blind or?
Nope, this one can be out in the open if you'd like it to be.
Would you allow me to use sorcery bullshit in case I roll a 1?
Of course, yeah.
Really bad?
Totally.
Okay. Cool.
What's the point of being a sorcerer if you can't do sorcery bullshit?
We'll keep a 19.
Okay.
Likelihood of rolling higher isn't too great.
A big heaving sigh, puff of smoke out of her nostrils. Ah, okay.
was hoping that you'd be like, yes, embrace the darkness, be cool, whatever.
She snatches the potion, stuffs it back into the pouch.
But for what it's worth, thanks, just Daphne.
Thank you for trusting me. Just
Oh,
Lyra.
whoa, I wouldn't go that far. Well,
Oh, okay.
Auntie Lyra has taught me you never trust anyone but yourself, and sometimes not even yourself. Always keep your options
God.
open, especially in love life.
All right. Well,
That's my
How-
fucking girl right there.
you really need to stop hanging out with Lyra. She is
What?
not a good
She's my
influence.
godmother. What? I can't just stop hanging out with my godmother. And she's a lot more time than Mama, to be fair.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Really though, you should talk to Brissa and maybe mention these feelings of yours.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
And she just runs out of the room, very much like Lyra would. The
Yeah,
little
she's
kid
like a
just disappear.
teenage Lyra. Oh God, I feel
Tear
so
of
bad for her
happiness.
parents.
Brissa,
Ugh.
you're working on your plans and trying to throw yourself back in. As for the second time today, another interruption. Doof, doof, doof. Another drumming on the door. A knock.
No, she will open the door.
You open the door, and there you see a very sheepish-looking Scylla.
Hey, Mama.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
she'll immediately soften and give Sila a hug.
Oh, thank you, Mama. I'm sorry I interrupted you. I know that you're very busy with the city and all the people and all the things that you have to do. I don't want to take too much of your time, but, I think I need to talk to you about something.
You know I always have time for you, Sila. And you know you're always welcome in here. You know there's the spot back there for you to lay down, like as you normally do. What did you want to talk about? And she will.
You know how Lyra says that you should love all people?
Yes.
I have decided that okay, no, I can't coward out of it. I'm okay. This is more important than making a joke right now. Mama,
And she kind of like takes the potion, just sets it on the table, and kind of just like goes over and kind of like starts pacing on all fours in the room. And you immediately recognize the aging potion. Akasta's told you about it, and you know that there are not a lot of them left.
I want to be better, Mama. I want to be big and mean and strong like you. I want to be a better help to you. I want to be your war mount, your bonded hero. I want to be the creature with which you can subjugate and destroy your enemies like Moxena. Together, we can destroy them.
And you are all of those things already, so you don't have to take this. You don't have to be bigger right now. You don't have to be dumb like your brother. Right? You don't need
maybe
this.
I won't be dumb like my brother. Maybe I'll be better because I'm not a stupid silver dragon like him. Ooh, look at me, I'm so shiny. I need 1,000 coins to lay in all the time. Look at me.
What is making you feel this way? What is new that is coming out? Really, like what is making you feel this way? Because you shouldn't be feeling this way. Like you did awesome in the last battle, and just like we talked about, right? You went and took out those the people that were shooting at us and everything, and that was amazing. And I was really excited for you to use those ballistas. I saw you going towards them, but then obviously it kind of finished before you could actually do
There was a lot
that.
of shit going on, Mama. I didn't want to shoot and then accidentally cause more harm than good, but I was ready to shoot Lutheria. I was going to shoot her right in the butt.
I saw you doing it. I saw you being prepared, and so
You
I
taught
thought you
me.
did amazing last battle. So I
Mama,
don't
it's-
know why you're.
It's because I wasn't good enough. I didn't help you protect you from that stupid Yala. from taking the thing that you love most. I know you love that glaive so much, and I was not enough to help. I was not enough. I was not strong enough. I was not big enough. I was not scary enough, and I know I could do better, Mama. I've seen Helios. I see how big he is. I can be that big too. And I can be your dragon that does that. Together, we can do anything we want to. Like Uncle Argenti has said, dragons can rule this world.
I wouldn't take that lesson from Uncle Argenti, and you should definitely not call him Uncle Argenti. That one is just a little weird.
Oh.
So I think the lesson that you should. I loved the glaive. Don't get me wrong. And I was looking forward to using that glaive to avenge your sister, but I love you the most. I would choose you, and you. I've told you this 1,000 times, Thylea. I would choose you over anyone in the castle. And I've told you that over and over again. And it will always be true. Even over Estor. You know that. You are my favorite.
Thank you, Mama.
So you're not big right now, but you are going to be big one day. And then I can't wait until I see you grow that big one day. I don't age like the others, so one day it will just be me and you forever, and you will be a great, mighty gold dragon, and you will be bigger than Helios, and you don't need this potion, and she will just knock it on the ground and smash it.
It's like, no, and she tries to catch it. All right, you go ahead and make me an athletics check, and she's going to try an acrobatics check. Oh boy.
No, I think I'm on blind still, so I have no idea what I rolled.
You rolled a natural 1 for a total of 14, but was still a natural. Let me make a reveal to everybody. As you kind of like just casually swing it, and it just flies towards the wall. She goes, no, and she just kind of catches.
Okay, one last idea, and then we can pour it out. Okay, but I just want to keep the option. Either maybe we can ask Uncle Yanni. Can I call Yanni Uncle?
That one's fine. Fine.
Okay. Uncle Yanni. Whether we...
Oh, no.
Whether maybe he can make the formula better. I know that with Icarus it didn't work so well because it has Lotharia's stank on it, but maybe Yanni can make it better. If he can make it better, would you let me take it? Or... if you're in trouble again, keep it on me so I can take it then. And if things are bad, I can be the dragon that you need to protect you, too.
You are already that dragon, so I say no. Do not bother Uncle Yanni with this. And we should just pour it out now. And I'm going to talk to your father about why he even kept one of those. And that will not be a pleasant conversation.
Okay.
We find ourselves now in the academy instead. Also, the hallowed halls rebuilt, both magically and mundane. As the surviving acolytes are going around, you see new warding inscriptions and carvings upon the walls, kind of glowing with a little bit of a subtle light, by which people can study and the like. In one of the side rooms that is dedicated as Yanni's study, we see Helios and Yanni with like a couple different blackboards on the side using... wow, why am I remembering the German word for it right now? Chalk. To kind of like mark up and have complex arcane formulae kind of going, as this happened to be earlier in the day. Suddenly there's a knock on the door. Darian, you have brought some lunch for Helios and Yanni as you kind of set it down there as well, and you see upon one of the weapon stands is the now cleaned off from the grime and ash of Pharaohs, both the shield and the armor. As you kind of step over there, Yanni, you had identified the armor, knowing its properties to be interesting. This armor certainly has the power to prevent normally fatal wounds upon the wearer of it. An adamantine full plate armor. And a technological field of interlocking parts that hasn't necessarily been viewed as necessary, especially by the people of a more Bronze Age focused technology. Something that could keep a wearer extremely protected, however. Furthermore, the shield itself, magnificent. Seemingly in tune with the people around it, giving additional armor bonuses according to the number of people around the wearer, and being able to redirect damage away from others towards the wearer in order to be able to block a little additional damage. At first, you didn't think that Darren would be able to handle this equipment, but as she steps forward, you can see that there's renewed more muscle definition upon her shoulders. You can see that she seems to be kind of walking in there with slightly larger calves than before. And you're like, I just saw you like 12 hours ago. What did you do?
I just needed a good night's sleep. That's all I needed.
She looks very tired. However. There are a little bit of bags underneath her eyes there. Seems like she didn't sleep last night.
What have you been doing?
What have you been doing? Helios turns to you.
Oh god. You know what? It doesn't need to be a secret. There was a moment yesterday when I received a boon.
Okay.
Or a blessing. Yeah. And so I feel a lot stronger today. I feel ready to take on the world. So I feel like that armor would look great on me. And I kind of want to try it.
I mean, I was going to give it to Brissa, but I don't think she's doing armor anymore, so yeah, I guess go for it. It's
okay.
Pretty potent.
Helios, by the way, is like back there, kind of like stroking his chin. He's like, when you say received a boon, you know that sounds like it could be a lot of different things.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm so bad at lying. How much did we tell Helios about what happened yesterday? I'm assuming he knows nothing. Okay.
Yanni, how much did you tell Helios about yesterday?
I mean,
we're working on stuff.
I would have given him the high level, but I don't think I know anything about you getting that boon, so I couldn't have told him anything about that.
No, but he at least knows that like Lutheria came and took Chelsea and Yala.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'd be like, well, it was from Yala. She admires my people. She admired my strength in battle, and she wanted to give me a blessing as a parting gift.
When did she talk to you? I didn't see that.
You know how I have a tendency to like see things that not a lot of people see?
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed when we were burning the bodies of the Sky Father and the Sun Mommy that that there was this like weird blue light in the flame, and I just had this urge to reach out and touch it. And when I did, I was transported to this place with a lot of stars. I was floating in the air. There was, I think, a planet below me. It was beautiful.
It sounds like the astral plane. The one time I was there, it was similar to that.
Yeah, it was amazing. And we briefly spoke, and she just asked that maybe there would be a time when she could come back.
And that is when she gave you a boon. And he smiles as he says this.
I think it's pronounced bone.
It was a blessing. It was just she wanted to give me a gift, and I appreciated it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna use some book talk bullshit. Helios gets up and he steps towards you with a smirk on his face. He narrows his eyes as he kind of like walks around you. I mean, it's not as if I mind the new look.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps forward and he's just like, he sniffs.
Sniffs. Oh god.
He gives you a look, and there's a little bit of a smirk going up. Go ahead and make me a deception check as part of this.
Oh good lord. I'm so bad at these.
Girl, you didn't shower before you.
I'm definitely a shower.
There are no showers
I guess.
inside.
That's a nat 20.
You technically don't have foresight anymore, would you?
Damn it! I did
Hold
long
up.
rest.
Would she still have
The
foresight?
first roll was a 20 though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dope.
It works out.
As he kind of just like leans forward. Good. You deserved it.
You're right.
All right. Well, since you're here, do you mind if Yanni and I show you what we've been working on? The armor is set up. The shield would be nice too. I mean, since your chakram flies back to your head, I suppose you could do both.
Yeah. I don't think. Does anyone else use a shield other than Clancy or Daphne?
Clancy.
In
I mean, I
everyday
can
life,
grab that,
it's
it's
weird.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well, tell me what you guys have figured out.
Yanni. Helios was at work feverishly since you guys were gone. And I would like you to roll me an Arcana check with advantage for that.
Okie doke. Hey, it worked that time. 34.
I noticed that there was a part of the formula. He points towards the chalkboard. I'm not going to bore you with it. I know how you are about work, Darian. But the snag that kept happening again and again and again is that I couldn't make sense of this portion of the arcane formula. And Yanni cracked it after your encounter in Arisha. If we use these divine items, whoever does the casting will have control over the created god. That is the hitch. That has been the loop that I haven't been able to close in the arcane formula, but Yanni now made sense of it. But Yanni also realized that this can be of advantage.
True.
So
It kind of like creates a loophole where you could undo your own divinity if you so desire at some point.
You just have to be the one casting the spell.
Yep.
So Moxena could cast it on herself, and she wouldn't be beholden to anyone but herself.
Correct.
But do we think she's the one behind everything, or is there someone else pulling her strings?
I've thought about that a lot too. Yanni, your theories first.
I feel like, from what I know, I feel like she's the one plotting all this. Whether somebody put some ideas in her head, I don't know. But I feel like this has her brand written all over it. That being said, I don't know that she has the capability to cast a spell this powerful. I don't know what her magical capabilities are, so she may not know about the controlling aspect, and maybe being manipulated by somebody who does, that's going to cast the spell on her. I really don't know.
So, who would be able to cast this spell? I know you could, Yanni, but is there anyone else that their magic would be strong enough to do this?
This former compatriot of yours, the one that I have pointed out before, Casaria.
Casaria, yeah. Yeah, Casaria probably... Valis might be able to. I don't know.
Perhaps I could.
Yeah, possibly.
No, what do you mean possibly? I worked on the spell with you. It is finished right there.
Okay, sorry. I was more thinking along the lines of possibly any dragon that's old enough and practiced enough in magic could probably do it.
Argenti certainly could, no? Though.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Have you checked on him in the medical ward lately? I meant to go, but...
No, actually. Is that where he is? I didn't even know where he was.
Yeah. Word came in that he teleported back. He looked bad. He looks at you, Darian, and you can see there is a little bit of a look. Worried for all of your safety. So I was glad to hear that you were all okay.
Do you know what happened to him? He looked like he got sick all of a sudden. Like, really sick.
Yeah. Daphne said she's going to talk to the Moon Maiden about that.
Oh, that makes sense. I hadn't thought about that.
Well, I'm afraid that if we go check on him, he's going to disappear again. That's what he did the first time.
Yeah.
I spoke to his husband, Matteo, and he was very evasive. So, I don't know. Maybe we just need to give them some time.
I mean, to be fair, Matteo doesn't know any of us all that well himself. So there might be some trust issues there.
That would make sense.
For all I know, he might be blaming us for whatever happened.
I do get that sense. He doesn't seem to like me in particular.
Was Argenti wearing the ring? He was wearing the ring that we all share, right?
Yes.
I'll do a quick see if I can reach him, because maybe it'd be easier to think his replies versus verbalizing it.
Okay. We switch over towards one of the surviving infirmaries throughout in, the rich part of town up on its highest hill. There we see Matteo, who is currently pleading with Lyra. Listen. I just don't trust the Octet or whatever they want to call themselves, alright? My husband is at the behest of some bitch up on the fucking mountain. She just changed him into the creature. He's a dragon. Daphne, I don't trust her. She's dating one of them, for fuck's sake. Yanni I would trust, but he's so busy working with Helios that I'm worried that his mind is being poisoned with everything. You are the only one that I trust that is neutral on this. Not with the other dragons that try to put my husband into a box. Not with the gods manipulating them into whatever they believe. But you have the power of the fates to change my husband's fate. I beg you, Lyra, what do I need to do? What do I need to give you? Please, change him back. Change him, please. Please.
I feel like we've had a miscommunication here.
What do you mean?
I can't do anything. Also, I feel like I need to make it a point that I am not neutral ground here. I worry about Argenti and I want him to be okay, but I do not trust him.
What? Why would you not trust my husband?
Do you know your husband?
Of course I know my husband. He is my husband. Do you know my husband?
I know who he used to work for and still
Oh God,
has
can
a
we just
soft
move
spot
past
for.
that already?
You can't just move past working for a titan who enslaved people.
Oh, but the fates are so much better, Don't people bring little children on boats and sacrifice them at the island? I've heard the stories.
Hey, did I say that they were better?
Exactly. So get off of your stupid Pegasus and have a conversation with me. What do they want? What do I need to give to get my husband back,
Oh, you want to... So 2 seconds ago, they were bad, but now you want to ask them for help.
Don't say that they're... Listen, you're the one who's trying to be on some moral high ground with this, okay? I'm just saying I'm willing to do this exchange, whatever they want. I don't trust the gods, these 8 gods. I don't. And I don't trust the dragons that were willing to kill my husband, who have threatened him on multiple occasions. Also, Peter is a fucking twat, and I fucking hate him. And he can get the fuck out of this city for all I care, okay? But you are a warlock of the fates. You have a direct string to them. All I'm asking is, what will move you to pluck the right string, to turn my husband back into himself?
What would you give them?
Everything. He is my everything. He is my love. He is my life. He has brought me back to life. The least I could do is return him to whom he was. So what is it that you want? What is it that the fates want?
I'll ask them, but just a quick tip. Maybe don't call him everything in the same sentence that you're offering everything.
I'm not going to offer him. Oh, fuck. So
I don't...
literal. Oh,
Look,
it's like I'm talking to a bard.
I think you think that you have a choice in what you give them. You don't.
Fine. Just tell me what they fucking take. Just fucking do the thing. Whatever. Just go. Please. Go. Do I have to leave? Do you need... Oh, fuck. Okay, fine. Argenti, your husband walks back into the room and he looks extremely distraught. You have been bandaged. You have been receiving poultices and healing potions, and people have tried all different manners, but it seems that whatever curse has befallen you, no magic, no alternative medicine, no kumbaya drums have been able to lift this curse from you. As your husband kind of walks in, you can see it in his eyes, the pupils going slightly wide, and you can smell with your draconian sense the Make me an insight check, actually.
Insight. 9.
9. You
9.
smell the disgust. You can sense it. He can say what he wants, but you're weak. You are ugly. What is going through Argenti's head?
So Argenti has been having some very dark thoughts. And in the way the room is set up in my mind, there's at least like a window like off to the right. And he's just like staring at the window, and he's seeing the birds fly outside, and it's almost like they're taunting him. You know, they're just like fluttering, and birds are chirping, and butterflies go by, and it's just like a taunt to like his current state of being. And after he gets that sense from Mateo, even before Mateo can say anything, Argenti will just say, like to him, without looking at him, Do you see that window over there?
Yes, my love.
And he'll just like take a breath.
Do you want it to be brighter in here? I can pull the curtains back a little bit. What do you need?
And then he'll look back at Mateo and like it's just like very dark. And he says, if you don't find a way to get me out of this goddamn bed, I am going to jump from that window.
My love.
And then he'll just look back at the window.
Argenti, you hear Darian's voice in your head. Also, quick trigger warning for all of you that have had suicidal ideation before. There's always help. Please call the hotlines that are out there. Reach out to people, even if you're not close friends with them. Please, please, please.
Or text 988. It's a lot better.
That's the one.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is.
Darian, what did you say to Argenti?
Argenti. Daphne is trying to get a hold.
This is not a sending
Oh,
spell.
Lord.
Just do your thing.
Oh, it's not?
It's
I
not
thought
a
it was.
sending.
I thought it had to be 25 words. Oh, great. Daphne's trying to
Technically,
get a
I
hold of...
think it's just a long-range message, so it's like whatever you can say in 6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, don't-
Daphne's trying to get a hold of Moon Maiden, and we're trying to...
just freeform it. Just freeform it.
But in the meantime, we want to come check on you. Is that okay?
He'll like think for a second, no response. If I try to lift myself out of the bed, like what's that like? Like how is it
Pathetic.
to get out of the
It's
bed?
very much like a person who has absolutely just undergone like chemo treatment. There's like no meat on your bones. You're just like.
He'll just stay looking out the window. And no, he won't respond, but he'll take off the ring and he won't throw it or anything. He'll just like let his hand fall kind of off the bed and he'll just drop it on the ground. And then he just does it looking out the window the whole time. Like just getting more and more angry with every single fucking bird that flies by his window. He just imagines like ripping their wings off. And he's mad because he did what he thought was right, and this is the price that he is paying for it. And he's seeing it as a lesson. And he's not cool with it. Like he's just, what's the point of doing the right thing if you only suffer every time you try?
Lyra, do you actually contact the Fates?
I'm pissed about it, but yeah.
You set up your thing, dunk your head on water, you come back up from the pool inside of the Fate Hall, and you can see that the loom is kind of set up before you. You can see there's a stitched frame of what appears to be on the left side of the loom in this tapestry image are birds that are just kind of soaring over the city of Mitros, and then it just like severely goes up into a cliffside, and you can see what appears to be a window and a stylized, completely like ashen skinned Argentine wraps, kind of with his hand up against the window, looking out over the scene. the shuttle moving.
Okay, this isn't about what you asked me yesterday, so I just want to preface it. I don't have an answer for that, so don't ask. This is weird because I've never done this. Even though you would think, I guess Mateo makes a point. I am the warlock of the fates. Honestly, I don't think I've run into another person that is a warlock for you guys. So, anyways, Mateo wants to know if you guys can fix Argenti.
You see behind the loom of Argenti pressing his hand up against the window, you suddenly seem to appear, holding what appears to be what is that called? Like a wrapped up silken, like a silken wrap, like a whole roll of it. It indicates to you that
Like I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Like when the fabric is wrapped around itself.
Yeah, what
I
is it called?
cannot think
my
of the
God.
name. It's gonna bother me, but I know what you're talking about. Anyways,
I'm glad that you know what I'm talking about. And it seems to be made out of fate string, but it's more like the consistency, or like it appears to have the consistency of gauze.
yeah.
You interpret that to mean yes, they can.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is that? Here's my fate coat of many colors, Argenti. I don't know.
In honor of Pride Month, it is all the colors.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What you guys want? What do you want from Mateo?
You see Mateo appear on a stool, kind of sitting beside Argenti, and you see him scribing upon a scroll. And the words upon the scroll, the arcane sigil, seems to be glowing in green.
That Mateo is writing down?
Mm-hmm. It seems that Argenti's head has shifted. It's almost like he's dictating to Mateo.
You want him to be Argenti's scribe?
As you move up closer, kind of like stepping out of the water as it drifts down upon you, the human-faced mag is kind of skittering away. You move closer towards the scroll that is kind of like depicted upon the loom. And you see the arcane words scratched into it, glowing with a very familiar green light. A green light that you have come to very much associate with Lutheria's power.
Right, I don't know what I would think. I mean, Argenti's a sorcerer, so magic is innate. You want Lutheria's magic from Argenti?
looks like suddenly the embroidery shines with green magic, just casting you in a green light.
You want Argenti to give you the wish spell so you can give it to me.
And the quill inside of Mateo's hand becomes more and more detailed, more and more detailed. A massive black bird feather, the feather of a rock, supersized. As it becomes more and more real, it suddenly materializes out of the loom itself and drops before the loom.
I mean, I'll let him know, but that's a pretty big ask.
The loom changes. You disappear. Mateo disappears. The glass is shattered, and we just see Mateo falling upon the loom. You pull your head back out of the water, and on the side of the water bowl is the black quill.
I get up and I go to get Mateo.
You go and you see Mateo standing. Actually, no, sitting on the floor outside of the ward room. You see he is extremely pale. His hair is greasy as he hasn't bathed yet since yesterday. And you can see he's just kind of currently like holding in his hand, not upon his finger, but kind of twisting between his fingers, the wedding band. And he seems to be deep in thought.
Hey. Yep.
Okay. What do they want?
I just hold out the quill.
Oh.
I'm just gonna let you know. Just from the start, I don't think you should do it. But
What? What am I doing? Can you at least tell me?
Argenti has a spell that Lutheria gave him. It's how he turned into a dragon. It's how he brought Brissa's husband back. It's how he brought Lutheria back in our fight. I had to guess because they never actually tell me. That quill will let you bribe the spell from Argenti, probably giving it up in the process.
Make me an insight check, Lara.
Ted,
He nods. He seems to understand.
it's a terrible idea. I don't think you should do it, but that's the only way they'll do anything.
He gets up, brushes himself off. Thank you, Lara. I will never be able to thank you enough. And,
Also, he'll probably never trust you again, so just keep that in mind.
and he gives you a long look. Right. Argenti. I'd like you to make me a blind insight check.
Blind. GM roll insight. Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Darian, you turn towards the others as you got no response, and then you feel another one of the group taking off their ring.
Okay, that's it. And I'm going to look at Yanni and say, something's happening. We gotta go. Rings are flying off left and right.
Yeah.
I look at Helios. What's the fastest way to this med bay or wherever they...
I don't know where it is.
We gotta get there. Stat! In medical terms, let's go.
All right. You guys start heading that way. Daphne, you spend some time with Hephaestus. And after that, the two of you kind of started making some plans and kind of comparing notes for like thoughts. Yeah, this one would be like a thing that she can only really wear on the back of dragon and then attack. I guess that would be so good for the other times. And she doesn't seem to be wanting to ride, her dragon so much. So maybe you should stick with Glaive, huh? I'll keep doing this. The maiden still hasn't responded, just so you know. The hunter has tried, the fish queen has tried, Ghost cannot contact him. Trickster has said that he needs long vacation after everything that happened, so...
Are we at the their palace thing?
Yeah, you can walk up the stairs. There's a churning cloud.
Okay. I think she's gonna go and try to visit the Moon Maiden's room.
There are temples too dedicated to her, so you could definitely go there to have like an official connection to her if you want.
Oh, I just figured if I was in their like palace.
You're not inside the palace. So again, the palace is
okay.
on top
Gotcha.
of the mountain, and there's like a churning cloud that like prevents anyone from approaching.
Oh, even Hephaestus? He can't get me in there?
Hephaestus is also currently not allowed.
Oh,
And he tells you,
yes,
the
fine.
problem is Pharos and the others all gave power, and he used words. Whoever is in the palace can control it. She stayed back to protect it from dragons and titans and...
All right, I'll go to the temple. I'll see what I can, if I can get her. I mean, she seemed to have trusted me at least enough to open up. I don't know. I'll try. Anything you think I can say to her? Do you have any thoughts?
Tell her that Pharaoh's controlled her, or could have controlled her. She didn't know that, and that is going to be good to control her. Not control her, but persuade her. Sorry.
I get you.
I don't know. Tell her she's hot. Maybe the hunter will go on a date with her. Even though I feel like Darian was hitting on him yesterday.
That's fair.
Just Darian.
Just Darian. Nobody else in the group.
Oh, no,
was
Lyra for sure.
ugly him.
But from Lyra we have... It's so common now, it's like this is the expected thing. Darian, though? Here I thought that she was going steady with Helios. Shows me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pretend to know anything. All right.
Speaking of, my love, I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
The group seems to be very open-minded about things, which I like. Do you ever find yourself wanting other companions?
mean, it's a thing that I kind of. All right, I know it's a little funny.
It's a little
My
bit
ex.
funny, that feeling inside.
My ex fiance and I had a consensual thing going on with other people, and then he took it too far and was doing non-consensual things with other people.
I'll kill him.
So, yeah,
Maim him? At least
he
cripple.
I think he's living the life he deserves now. So I'd rather not put him out of his misery.
Alright, fine.
So, it's something I'm fine with. I just, I don't know, maybe, but
Okay.
also this is all going really fast, and
Okay.
it's intimidating,
Yeah.
so I'd kind of rather just see where we are and get a good tempo with us,
I
and then...
know that I'm very forward, and I'm not good at this. I'm not good at playing coy. I never was when I was immortal, and spending 1,000 years trapped inside of a temple just by yourself did not help that. My love, for thousands of years, I imagined every single day that I would meet someone that I could love, someone that I could spend the rest of my life with, whom I could cherish and do everything for. And not even in my wildest imaginations, after 1,000 years, could I have imagined someone as beautiful and amazing as you.
Mm.
You are everything that I want. You are the person that I would burn Thylea down for. But I want you to be happy. And if that means that you take lovers, then I will respect that. I am a god. What do they have on me?
That is true. Also, I never want you to think that you have to in order for me to be happy, for us to still be a thing. We don't. If you're not comfortable, then
No.
I'm fine with
I thought about
not.
this. I talked to Lyra about this, which was a bad idea in retrospect. The opinions she had on that is just like, just fuck everyone. Why don't you have more horns? She's not really into that horns thing.
She is, and it's very scary because she was not into my dad whatsoever. But then the minute she saw Draconic him, I nearly killed her.
Listen, not to shame or anything. Everybody has their kinks. That's totally great. But anyway, it didn't feel super helpful. She seemed like an expert on polyamory, and I don't know. Anyway, no, my love, this is not about this. This is about letting you know that I will have no insecurities about you taking lovers. I think that life is, whether we're immortal or mortal, too short to only spend it with a single person. You know what they have that I don't? Their own experience. They are them, and they are not me. And guess what? I will always be the home that you return to when you go on your voyages. I will always be here for you. I will love you. I think forever. I know. Anyways, I just, there was just so much talk of that, and, I just... Also, what is it with Darien thinking that have 4 penises? It is absolutely grotesque. Why is that something that she continuously talks about with Lyra? And they do realize they hear their conversations? I mean, they're not being coy about it.
No, they're really not. Yeah. I really, really appreciate it. I honestly, though, before I can start looking around, I think I have to work on myself because, to be honest, if you start sleeping with anybody, I might snap.
Okay, that's good to know.
So I need to work
this
on
is
that.
I'm not asking for me. I just want to be
it's not
clear.
a
All of his
mutual-
6 arms are kind of like doing like, just like trying to calm you down. And that one's like, no. You are a great one. You are amazing. In fact, right now, maybe before you
Deeper?
go temple.
No, I have this sense that people are trying to take drastic measures before I can try to calm things down. So, we need urgency.
You head on over to the temple. What do you say? What do you do to try to get the Moon Maiden's ear?
I think Daphne takes out the last piece of jewelry that she ever kept from her ex-fiance. And then her, like, this small perfume vial that, like, she used to wear all the time because, again, her ex-lover loved it so much, but she just hasn't put it on since. And she, like, puts those in, like, whatever area there is to put in those kind of offerings. And she just kind of looks up. I don't know if there's, like, a big statue of her or something like that.
Oh yeah,
But
there is
she-
a completely naked statue, and it's just enhanced in all the places. Yeah. In fact, there are a lot of the prayer rooms on the sides are just curtained off rooms where you can hear the repeated sounds of flesh smacking against stone and moans
Right.
and screams, calls to the Moon Maiden.
All right.
To the cacophony of people undulating their bits against one another, you offer this
Jesus
very
Christ.
sentimental gift.
Okay.
Or-
She's gonna-
Sentimental in the sense that it has a nostalgic part to it. Whether positive or negative, that is for you to decide. And as you set it down, you just hear in your mind, what?
Okay, well, first of all, your statues still do not do you justice.
Okay, now you're just trying to flatter me and it is working. Continue.
I'm sorry.
You better be. You fucking killed him. We had a deal.
I know. And
And
Lutheria
Hephaestus has
showed up.
chains. What, you wanted to save those for later for you two? I mean, I approve, but fucking come on, Daphne. We had a fucking deal.
Lutheria showed up.
Kill her. You could have.
He decided it was more important that moment to try and kill Yanni than go after Lutheria. After everything he did that she did to all of you, himself included.
I mean, true, but, you know, more recently, you're the ones that tore off his arm, stole his glaive, and, betrayed him. Just to point out, I mean, not that this matters, because he's fucking dead now. Huh?
Yeah.
And, by the way, the Pantheon, if you haven't already noticed, is fucking splintered. And what the fuck is happening over in Aresia now? You put a fucking undead creature on the fucking throne over there? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm not too happy about that either.
Uh-huh. And what is this? What is this thing that you brought me? What is this?
Well, it is gifts meant out of love.
In the background you hear,
I
oh
think-
yeah.
God, that I think would do you much more service than me at this point.
I mean, it
It
looks nice, I
is the
guess.
Finest perfume. An older vintage.
Mm. But usually they lose potency over time. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Well, it had some enchantment on it. It's very small, but
Oh
it's nice.
shit.
Oh shit, indeed. Thank you. I just don't like you wearing it anymore. And I'd rather have it not go to waste. Look. Barrows, I think, was a lost cause. God damn it, chat. I don't know if Hephaestus had talked to you, but
He tried. I denied.
fair enough.
But I'm listening to you now. We had a conversation before. It was pleasant. You give me a gift. You've done it again. I'm listening.
And I appreciate it.
What do you want?
We need our Genty back. But most of all, I want to make sure we're good.
All right, let's handle the second one first, because the first one I am very upset about. He is my champion and then uses my powers against my wishes. And, little fucker, I come to visit him and he acts like he's better than me. Do you know how that makes a goddess feel? Have you ever been a goddess trying to have a champion and they're like, what is it with the old man stick? Ugh.
I think it has something to do with Wish. That spell that
Yeah, because he's
Lutheria
thoroughly
gave
corrupted
him.
by fucking Lutheria. You know, if anything, he was asking for it. Anyway, let's talk about us. Yes, I think that you are a much better champion than Argenti ever could be. And maybe we could talk about that,
Hephaestus and I just talked about sharing.
You know
don't
what?
know.
I've asked him before because I can imagine what those arms could do to me, and
I'm not open to sharing him just yet.
okay, we can talk about. We have an eternity left to figure this out.
Right. Look, Pharaohs had used the hunting god, to turn against us.
I told you. I was trying to tell you. You caught on to that, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I know.
Okay, so I gave you. I already gave it away. I already let
Why?
you know.
Okay. Even Hephaestus, who spent the time to make those chains for pharaohs, can see why this was needed.
It was needed, but you killed him. We could have gotten the secret of how to remove this. Do you understand that now for all eternity, because Yanni fucking fired the stupid celestial body up, we cannot even ask any more questions on how to undo this? You have destroyed my plan to try to remove this and turn me into a goddess that doesn't have a weakness. Now, forevermore, I will have a weakness that I cannot remove because you can fucking just wait for one more fucking day. Do you get it now? But I couldn't say this out loud because pharaohs could hear everything I said. That's why I asked you to be patient. Fuck.
At the moment.
Fuck. Daphne?
Yeah.
Fuck. So do you see why I'm upset and I don't give a shit about a tiny little mortar dragon who couldn't fucking fall in line because it was so egotistical? Huh? Ugh. Do you actually like this, Argenti? What does it mean to you?
Oh, I have to separate Clancy from Daphne. Like, what are you talking about? I love Jason.
This is not just this Argenti. We all love Jason.
He has.
The inability to think of one thing.
Wow.
No, that silence
I'm getting
is
there.
loud. It is
You're the
loud
man's voice
silence.
in your mind just go, exactly.
He is equally flawed.
Wow, that is what you like about him? That he's fucked
No,
up?
no, if you would please let
But
me
he makes
finish
you
the
feel less
sentence.
shitty about
Moonwing.
yourself? You
Like,
can have
please
better
let me
friends that do the same thing
finish
for you.
A sentence, please.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Yes, he is very blonde.
Hell yeah.
Uh, but I know there's a kindness in there. He has attempted many a times to be the fatherly figure I've been missing in my life.
Ew, wait, but daddy is... Okay,
Um,
sorry, I was interrupting.
He's
Pick it back
tried
up.
to give me wisdom, tried to be nice. It just is a little awkward because
He's awkward.
yes. I think he takes his emotions to the extreme and then out on people.
Okay, I can't judge him for
kind of like
that,
some
but that's also why
people I know.
chose him. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Glad
I
for
thought
seeing
we were
that.
on a level with that, but no, apparently not. Instead, he wants to have what? I don't know. The conversation he had with Icarus. I don't know if you were privy to that or not, but it was a little, I don't know, dragon supremacy.
I kind of tried to kill him for that.
I know, I was rooting you on.
I know. Look, he's powerful.
Ah, because
He's
Lutheria made him
strong.
so, and by that, he's just a puppet for her. Oh. Sister. Oh.
I hate her.
Alright, give me one good reason why I should undo my curse upon him. One. Just one.
He is well adept in the arcane and
So
putting
Shani.
in the blessing that he. Again, if I could just.
Oh, fine.
I know. Okay. Anyways. He's also proficient with the arcane, not to mention he should still have that blessing from Lutheria. He can maybe put that to good use in finding a way to find a loophole or something for this.
Yeah, how do I know that he's not going to just try to use Lutheria's power against me? I mean, I know I'm a god and I'm kind of protected against these kind of things, but like, what if he finds a way around it and I don't want that? He's gonna be so mad that he was ugly for a day.
It sounds like he's not just ugly, though.
I mean, yeah, because Lutheria's power also saps him of strength, but that comes back. But no, he's ugly because of me.
But he's also really hurt.
Yeah, whatever. He'll get better. Did he die? No. And now he's all mopey at that window. Ooh.
So, the game plan now.
Sorry.
Is just for you to be having this tantrum.
Tantrum?
You're not even letting the other gods in.
Yeah, of course
Well,
not, because I don't know what they want. I'd let the hunter in, but for different reasons. Yeah. I mean, Hephaestus, I know you and Hephaestus are doing your thing, and I don't trust him right now.
Wow. The man who's been desperately trying to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, what do you think? We tried to work on it together, and then he let you all kill Pharaohs. We had a fucking plan, and he thinks with his fucking dick. Men always do. It is pathetic. Tell me you disagree. Woman to woman, come on. That's right. What's up with you with this pregnant silence all the time?
I've learned that if I say the first thing that comes to my mind... Yeah.
Another long silence. Okay.
You know what? Alright, no, I'll just say it.
Say it.
Y'all are making fun of him for thinking with his dick as if I have that much power over him. Maybe, here's a thought, he just realized that Barrows wasn't fucking worth it at this point. Or, yeah, maybe he's just battle hungry, but it's not just me. Perhaps he's more open-minded than you all.
Oh, sweetie. Listen, of course he realized all of this, and of course I was on the same line as him, but he couldn't fucking wait to kill him. That is my problem. He couldn't fucking wait.
Also, he was knocked out. I don't know if I necessarily killed him right away, but it was not up to Hephaestus. Yanni came over and like,
Ah! In the background.
I really never thought I'd be in a place like this again.
Honey, you can't escape it once you've tried it. You see Lyra in the background. She's coming out of one of the rooms. You guys kind of do the Spider-Man point, and Lyra keeps partying to the next room.
No help. All right.
The hottest club in Thylea.
I'm sorry. And I do mean it. You're right. Fucked up with the plan. It would have been nice to get him to tell us. Because I'm sure he would have told us very soon on how to end this control. You're absolutely right. And no sarcasm on this next part. I really am sorry. I did not think I just wanted him dead because he was hurting my friends. You holding up here, though? Away from everybody? Not speaking to anyone? Are you just gonna wait it out? Let all the others, all of us just
I
do our own
thought
thing?
about it. What do I have to live? Like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years? Fine. What?
Awfully lonely.
Oh no, I would bring my favorites from the temples up. It's fine. We're
Oh,
fine.
right.
I'd call it a quarantine.
Right. Try to fill at least one hole. Not the one in your heart, though.
You get whatever.
Okay. Well, look, I've tried. I'm glad you're still alive.
Me too. I am surprised by that fact. I thought your little dragons would immediately try to kill me, so hence I had to
We don't
up the
want to.
securities.
We don't want to.
Oh, sure. Tell that your little daddy issue causer, What? Stop looking at my tits like that. You know it's true.
They're still not as good as the real deal.
You are... Sometimes I want to be mad at you and then you flatter me and I just... You know what? Fine, I'll think about it. For a little bit. But I'm really mad at him. And I don't like him. And if he dies and eats shit, then that's fine with me. But I'll think about it for
That's
you.
fair.
Jesus.
Greek
Appreciate
gods
you.
petty? Never. Definitely.
Thank you for talking to me.
Make me a persuasion check, but I'm gonna be real with you. The DC is a 25. If you do the math, that means you need a natural 20.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't think there's anything I can really do for myself.
Girl, you got this.
No big deal. 5% chance. Let's go.
Or... Yeah, alright.
We took a long rest. You got Fate Spray. Oh my
That is
gosh.
On point. On point. Let's go.
Oh,
That's how it goes. Right there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
oh my god.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Holy shit.
An actual natural 20 for you on stream. What the actual fuck? Okay. You leave the... And as you do, you hear just in your mind, just as before you're about to cross the threshold, fucking fine, alright, fine, but I swear to myself that if...
once you all go poly, I just want to be the first one involved. That's my one request, my one ask, okay? Just to try it out one time. If we don't like it, we don't like it. But, soft promise. Pinky?
I mean, I was gonna suggest the same, so
Fuck yes.
deal.
Cool. All right, in your left pocket. You might want to hurry up, though, because he's kind of fucking himself up right now. And you
He's so
feel that
dramatic.
there's some kind of a liquid, like a potion in your left pocket.
All right. Drama
It's a
queen.
weird Mitros
Left to
Lyra's
the right.
heart breaks.
As you guys,
Someone else getting first dibs.
yeah. You start running towards the infirmary. Darian, Yanni, Helios also arrive there. Lyra, I'm gonna let it be your choice if you ever heard that conversation once you saw Daphne in the fuckfest that you were participating in, or if you wanted to continue your worship of the Maiden Queen in your own very Moon Maiden.
Oh, I don't think I was actually there.
Oh man, that would have been so fun though. Fine. I just figured, like, what other way for Lyra to unwind
okay.
after that?
Would she have let me in if I had shown up there?
I mean, yeah, the temple's open to all. She wouldn't have talked to you.
It's not open to a lot of people that she's mad at right now, though.
I mean, yeah, Argenti would have to crawl there. She would enjoy that, but Lyra's hot. She's fine with Lyra being there, worshipping her in their own way.
Okay, then I was probably there, but
Cool.
if you want me to roll like a perception check, I will.
Up to you. If you would like to, go ahead.
Sure.
We'll say that one wasn't... I mean, there was a lot of DC 15.
Right, and there's music and stuff. It's a club. She turned it into a club.
Oh my god.
I got a 22.
You overheard it.
Well, I guess I would also go there because now I need to know if Mateo's gonna fuck everything up.
Okay. You suddenly hear some wings and kind of like flapping behind you as you see Lyra just like hastily kind of redressing a little bit, just kind of loosely.
Oh my god,
adjusted.
girl. You gotta pull it out. You're letting it out.
It's a fucking toga.
Yeah. I can make you better pins if you want. That'll. We gotta get moving. I have a feeling Argenti is being very dramatic at the moment.
I don't even have time to explain to you how much worse it might be.
Brissa,
What the fuck?
roll me an insight check as all of this is happening, Alex. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay.
Brissa.
The
Not
city
insightful.
is improving phenomenally well. You do technically have a fate spiration if you'd like to use it.
Yeah, we did take a lot.
No, it's fine.
Okay. You guys get to the infirmary.
Fucking hell.
Hey, Lyra. Go ahead and roll me an initiative roll. All the modifiers that would normally apply to that. You can certainly attempt a what is that called? Gift of alacrity if you'd like.
Yeah, I would have done it in the morning. Oh, I'm just gonna type it because we're not in combat, so
Yeah.
it won't let me.
Appreciate it. Yanni, as you're at the infirmary, suddenly you see the shiny scales of Scylla press through.
Oh,
And she kind of goes,
hey.
Can I talk to you, Uncle Yanni?
Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do to help here anyway. Sure.
Yeah, sorry, I saw you guys run away from the academy, and anyway,
where is Darian running? Why is she running?
did she get a bigger butt? Is that what happens
I
when you
think
make a
so.
lot of eggs?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure does.
Fucking hell. Okay. Anyways,
Could you maybe take a look at this?
And she pulls out a potion and hands it to you. Yanni doesn't necessarily know immediately that it is an aging potion, but it is a magical potion.
What, do you know what it is? Or you want me to figure that out?
No, I can tell you. I want you to be able to fix things. It's the aging potion that Papa used on Icarus to make him older. I want you to fix it. I want you to find a way to not have any drawbacks. And I want to be better. And only you can make it happen, okay? I won't use it if you can't fix it, but if you can fix it, I think Mama would trust us. And we could fix things.
What needs fixed? Seemed like they worked pretty well. I mean, Icarus was all grown up. I don't think your mom's in favor of this, though, to be honest.
She's not, and that's why I'm calling in a favor. You're my uncle.
Okay.
And you're the smartest of all of them. I know this.
I mean, everybody has their strengths.
You know that listen, everybody was like, yeah, you're great, Syla, the way you are, blah, blah, blah. But you and I both know. Brisa could use a win right now. Mama could use a win. Make
Yeah, I know.
better.
She's had a rough couple of days.
Make me
But
better.
I know she loves you just the way you are. I know she... What?
Don't give me the boring shit that all of the
Hey,
older ones
look.
have told me.
Look, don't be in a hurry to grow up, okay?
Why not? Everyone
'Cause
who's better is bigger is better.
there's-
They know everything. They can do what they want. They don't have to ask for permission all the time. They're not left out and left behind all the time.
Okay, so... One, bigger is not always better. Thank you very much. I'm
Sorry,
very
Annie.
small.
I mean, that's not what I'm not like you though.
Oh.
I can't make mountains.
No, you're way
tremble.
cooler than I am. One of these days, your roar will be able to do that. But anyway, I guess that's defeating my own point.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I had to grow up fast because I lived on the streets and I didn't have anybody else to take care of me. I can't go back. I'll never get to be a kid, like in the way that most people are. You've grown pretty fast in the, what are you, 3.5 years of your life or whatever it's
Yeah,
been?
because Mama
It
gave me a
has
lot
to-
of gold.
Yeah. You're growing fast as it is.
Yeah.
There's no need to be in a big rush. You are loved by your mommy. You are valued by your mommy. That's worth more than anything a potion can do for you.
Okay, but okay. Okay, can you at least just figure out if it's possible? Listen, it makes some of them insane. Some of the dragons that
Okay.
drank this, they became insane. And okay, here's the thing. I told Mama this, and she said, "No, I just think we should pour this away." And I'm like, okay, but like, if she's in danger again, and some stupid goddess takes the best thing in her life away again, I want to be there to punch that stupid goddess right in the face with my claws.
When did a stupid goddess take you away from her?
Whatever. And she kind of begins to cry a little bit. I know.
Okay,
I know she loves
so
me.
what? I kind of interrupted my own question and didn't get an answer. What needs fixed? Just this whole insanity thing,
Yes.
or
If
is
we
there
can
something
just
else
figure
to
out
it?
to do that.
Okay.
Maybe can you make it temporary, okay? Maybe I can be a bigger dragon for a little bit. Okay, and then the time goes back and timey-wimey, magic blimey, whatever, it just does the thing again and I'm okay again. Can you do that?
That might be possible.
Okay. So
Where it
just-
would be more like a temporary effect. Yeah. I tell you what, let me have it. Let me have the potion,
Yeah,
and I'll see what I can figure out, okay?
Okay, and if Brisa asks, I was never here. And she tucks her little wings in and sneaks out of the infirmary. Everyone knows she's
I
there.
fire up the ring. Fire up the ring. Brissa, you there? Mentally.
Dick.
I am here, busy. What's up?
Sila just asked me to fix this potion. I took it from her and told her I'd see what I could do, but I know you're not into this, so I'm just gonna hide it away for just in case something comes up later where we have a need for it. But I'm gonna tell her I ended up like, I don't know, it got destroyed in my tampering or something.
Just pour it on the ground. I've already talked to Acastus and said if he has any more, he better not have any more by the end of the day. Pour it on the ground, and then there will be none left.
Okay, I hear you. I tuck it away in my pouch for now.
All right, all of you guys run to... Well, everyone for Brissa, except for Brissa, finds themselves running towards Argenti's room. I'm going to say that you take lead. Darian, go to make me an initiative check. So I believe for you, that should be a d20 plus 10.
Plus 10. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not that good.
Oh my god. Not that good, she says. So used to big rolls already. Argenti.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me your own initiative, which is d20 plus 9. However, you're being aided by your husband, who said that he had a solution, that he could draw the curse out of you with a very special, powerful quill that he received from the Academy, so long as you would explain to him some of the effects of Lutheria's power, intertwining those, drawing the negativity out of you, and making you perfect again. As you desperately clung onto it, he began scribing. So, go ahead and roll me initiative with advantage.
Maybe that's how.
Yeah,
How do I-
it won't let you. It won't let you click it because we're not in combat.
So-
So just roll a d20 with advantage plus 9.
Oh, okay. D20. How do I do
There's
it?
a
How
little
do I
button
type an
that says
advantage?
advantage.
How do I
next
do
to
it?
the
Like-
plus or minus?
I'll type it out into the
Okay,
Discord chat.
thank you.
Try that.
Okay, here we go. Hey. Let's get it. Okay. Oh, cool. Copy. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? Oh, it did it blind even though I changed it?
Oh, this is good. This is
What is it? What is it?
Oh shit, we're gonna be left on a cliffhanger.
As everyone runs towards the place, we close the session as a black quill traces the last arcane sigils upon a piece of parchment. And Lyra, you suddenly start to see fate strings starting to appear near your hand, starting to put themselves into the fucking thing that I still can't think of the name of, starting to materialize there. And that is where we're going to leave this week's session, resolving what happened next week. Oh boy. Yeah, that'll be fun. Couple things. First things first. We will be on again next week. That will be, as usual, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So please join us. Follow us if you've been watching from the raid. Thank you so much for raiding. That said, obviously check out the website, polyhedra.io, if you want to join a game like this one. And finally, we will very likely be taking off the 2nd of July. For a couple different reasons. I'll have company. I'll be getting ready for us to go to Fan Expo, which I'm super excited about. So if you want to come hang out, if you're part of the Polyhedra community, come hang out. Denver Fan Expo, Comic-Con, but they can't call it that for legal reasons. Come check it out. Anyways, as I try to find another stream to raid really quick, thoughts on today's session?
I said I was gonna fix it.
I know, I said she was gonna fix it too.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, no.
I did nothing.
But
Mateo came to me.
Yeah. What did I roll? I want to know what I rolled.
You rolled writing, quills be writing. That's what you rolled.
I mean, there's 2 numbers you could have rolled that would have beat me. So it was one of those 2 numbers.
Yeah. I mean, chances are, what, 19 or
19 or 20, yeah, because I rolled a 27.
Mhm.
All right. With that, then, starting the raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Bye.
Bye.